What's up, witches? Oh, damn it, every time. So sorry. Sorry about that. God. It's like every time the computer has to restart, it just it just messes with my. Every time that computer has to restart, it messes with my camera. I apologize, guys. All right, let me get signed into my Discord. We're gonna do the unthinkable. We're gonna do the unthinkable. We're gonna do the unthinkable, and we're gonna play Apex Legends. A game I have struggled to get into as much as I like Battle Royales. I've wanted to get into it, but every time I've played it, it's just something about the controls for it have just turned me off completely. However, okay, where's
Hello.
It's the music, not autoplay. Why does it play one song and then stop? Did they fucking make it so that autoplay costs money? Because this app that's supposed to give me royalty-free music, music you're supposed to be able to use for free without having to worry about someone trying to monetize it. Well, the app that's supposed to provide you with that music so you can play it while you stream or for YouTube videos, added a paid tier. It's no longer free. Used to just support itself with donations and ads, and they have slowly removed feature after feature to put onto the paid tier. Are we at the point now where you can, if you want an autoplay button, that's gonna cost money? The whole idea of this being monetized defeats the point of it even existing. It defeats the whole purpose of there being copyright free music to begin with. It's called royalty free music, and you're charging me a royalty. Okay. What?
1998 Death Witch just came in his pants. Oh no.
Trying to decide if I'm going to actually sit up a little bit or.
Okay. Anyway, might as well hop on Apex Legends. It's happening.
I really wish you'd given me more warning.
I did. I made posts and everything.
I mean, I saw the one post, but that don't mean we're playing it.
Yeah, that's what that means.
It was one literally complaining about the prices.
No, I made posts before that. I've been saying it for a few days now. They finally found a way to get me to jump back into it. We're gonna be playing this. Yeah. Dude, I've been talking about this for days. What are you talking about? It was what we were gonna do after we finished Remnant 2. Alright. I was waiting for this event to happen. Every single station is locked now. Every single radio station on this fucking app is locked.
Okay.
When they first added this paid tier, it was you had to pay for certain stuff. Now it's every single fucking thing is locked. All I can do is hit shuffle and hope it lands on something I like. Every single station is locked. Every single mood is locked. Can't even tell it what mood you're in. Is fuck you a mood?
It is.
Is it? That's a good question.
Unfucking believable. Well, let's fuck, man. All right. Well, let's get on Google. And let's Google. Name of this thing? Pretzel Rocks. Pretzel Rocks. Alternative. Because let's find something that's better than fucking Pretzel Rocks. Because Jesus Christ. This thing is like charging an arm and a leg at this point. Alright, what's this one? Crystal Dragon Beats. Okay. Providing safe music to enhance your stream. Yeah. Okay. No, it's just one artist. I want like something that like does a lot of artists. What's up, Allie? Yeah, wifey's up. She's debating on whether or not she wants to stay up and stream or go to bed. Stream scheme? Full resource list 2024. Here we go. That's what I'm looking for. Alright. Royalty-free music for Twitch and YouTube. DMCA free. That's what I'm looking for. How much does this stuff cost? Well, this one's completely free. I'll have to tell her to stay up. Invacto Elements.
We're doing this on PC.
Oh, fuck! Forgot! This game doesn't have crossplay, because like... Oh, god damn it. I'm telling it on PC. Just completely fuck. Because everything has crossplay now except for this game for some fucking reason. God damn it.
They did at least add cross save. I'll give them that. They did at least finally put that shit in.
Alright, well, I've got to download it on PC.
I think I already do have it. No, I don't.
Alright. I'll have to find an alternative later. Jesus fuck. She don't use Snapchat. My wife got irritated with Snapchat, and I kind of see why. Because she doesn't like sit on social media like that, so she'll check it like once or twice, like several times throughout the day. She won't just sit there with it open. And Snapchat will delete messages after a certain amount of time. That's the whole point of Snapchat. But she doesn't always respond immediately. So she'd have conversations going in Snapchat, and then she'd put it down to clean or deal with the kids or something. By the time she picked her phone back up, she can't remember where she was at in the conversation, and she can't scroll up to read it and remind herself because the messages are gone now. So she knows she was talking to this person, but she can't remember what the fuck she was talking to him about, and she just forget to reply to shit. Yeah. So I get it. Snapchat's irritating like that. I think it should only delete like pictures and multimedia messages after 24 hours. It shouldn't delete the whole goddamn conversation. Like, why are you deleting text? Like, just the whole point in Snap is for pictures. Just delete the pictures. Let me keep the text. I can at least remember what the fuck I was talking about. Jesus. Alright, well, I want to see this Final Fantasy shit. God damn it, that's the whole reason I downloaded this fucking thing. Oh my god. Apex, you want me to hate you. I want to like you. I really do. I want to like you. but you make it so hard to love you. You make it so hard. Why are you so unlikable? I want to like you, but you're so unlikable.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm really stoned right now, and I was eating chicken strips, and I've completely missed half this song.
Oh my god, hold on. Jesus Christ! Why is there that fucking splash screen so loud? Sorry, anybody using headphones. Jesus Christ, I like to blew my fucking ear off. Fucking hate games that do that. Why do you need a fucking, like, super animated, like, fucking splash screen that's loud as shit?
Yo, why does it have to be loud as shit?
Huh?
Why does it have to be loud as shit? Yeah, why at all?
It's just I don't understand, like, because it always happens the same way. The splash screen is there to hide the fact that the game is loading in the background. I get why the splash screen exists, because you're loading the game in the background. You don't want someone opening the game to have to sit through a loading screen before your game's even loading, so you hide it behind a splash screen real quick while you get the game ready. Why the fuck would you put sound on that? Because that's going to load before the game loads. Which means if the user has custom sound settings, like I and many people do, where they've adjusted volumes to their liking, the splash screen is going to load its loud as fuck sound before it loads your settings. So your settings are never going to apply to that splash screen. Which means every time you launch the game, you're going to get this loud as fuck splash screen, and then it's going to load the game and change the volumes and lower shit. I don't understand why games still do this in the year 2024. Like, especially with streaming being like so fucking popular now. You know, like, most of your users are probably using custom sound settings. It's not like back in the day where people just plug in a console and play a fucking game. Like, everybody changes settings now. Why the fuck would you put sound before settings are applied? Oh my god. Just Jesus. Accounts have been linked. Well, good. At least now when I do play on Xbox, I can.
A bolt strikes the uneasy ground.
Oh, here we go. We got. Oh, and you're one of those games that.
A storm is coming. The legend.
Alright, we got a cutscene I probably don't care about.
Isn't the storm already over?
Aye, good point. Should make it lighter.
Oh, hey, what if you made it more showy?
They haven't always used this art style
Fine,
for their
I'll give you
opening cutscenes and promotional material, have they?
I'm the hope.
Hold on, let me hop in the stream. I had it loaded on my phone, but my phone. Oh, this shit? Yeah, this is...
Yeah, but this hasn't always been the art style they've used.
I think they've kind of
But it isn't quite right.
gotten better.
Oh no, I've seen what they've done. No, they haven't gotten better. I see exactly what they've done.
What makes you a legend, sister?
What?
What makes me a legend?
This is Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
Okay.
They just straight up ripped that art style.
I mean, it looks good.
I'm not saying it doesn't look good, but they straight up ripped that art style. Like, the game
Yeah,
completely
everybody's
switched
doing it
its...
now.
The game completely... I've not seen anyone else using the Spider-Man art style. That's been pretty much Into the Spider-Verse's thing. The animated Miles Morales movie, like, that's been pretty much its unique thing since that movie came out. Like, that's their thing. I haven't seen anyone else try to use that, like, moving painting look until this is doing it now.
Mozambique here.
Not saying it doesn't look good. I just can't believe that they just like
This replay is going to be awesome.
blatantly jacked that style for their game after their game already had an established style of its own. Because all you're gonna do is invite that comparison to Spider-Man now. Which would be a dope way to do a Spider-Man crossover. To set yourself apart from like the Spider-Man crossovers in Fortnite and stuff, to say, hey, well, we're crossing over specifically with the Spider-Verse version of Spider-Man instead of the Marvel Universe version.
I think the fans will
That would
All
be
they
cool.
have to do is put it on Pathfinder.
So, can I play more of a
Yeah.
leading role? And what if we just, throwing this out here, lose the spiders, for Gibraltar?
Because they'd be stupid not to.
Spiders.
Okay, well, I'll watch that whole thing because I thought it was going to be like Final Fantasy VII stuff,
Right. Would you look at that?
No.
and there was no Final Fantasy VII stuff. And that I wanted to see a cool cutscene,
That was
some
the
Final Fantasy VII stuff.
season. That was the seasonal.
Receive
cutscene.
premium
That was-
currency. Cool. Okay. Oh, here we go. Yeah, here it is. About Final Fantasy VII Takeover. Goddamn time, this is real. Materia. Power up your weapons with 5 new materia hop-ups. Every firearm can take 1. Okay, cool. Final Fantasy 7-ish. Oh, a Cactar-inspired loot thing. Having trouble finding materia. Okay, so those will drop the materia. And the Buster Sword. The whole fucking reason I'm playing. A mighty weapon lootable on the ground and in care packages. Use the meter to dash towards foes and launch them into the air. Unleash your limit break for increased speed, damage reduction, and unlimited meter. It's the OP fucking... It's this OP fucking melee weapon.
I heard that they were gonna make it like, oh, look at those like $500 mythics.
Yeah, I'm looking through the mythics for... where's the Final Fantasy VII stuff?
Probably in the seasonal shop.
What?
It's
wait,
like a mobile game.
there's... Oh my god, there's... Oh god! Again,
That's why I don't really.
you make
give a
it,
shit about it anymore.
you make it hard to like you. Apex, you really do.
Yeah, I finally got fed up with it. Like, I still like the gameplay, but that shit just, I'm so tired of it.
God, yeah, it's whole game.
I'm tired of
feels-
like feeling like I'm broke when I can't afford a fucking $150 thing.
Yeah, because they're making it look like the fucking. Yeah, I saw where they lowered their prices. I want to see what they lowered them to. Yeah, you really do make it hard to like you because you're running your fucking PC game like a mobile game. All right, what do they got? Where's the skin for?
If you purchase all of the skins, you get the Buster Sword forever. That's what they're doing.
Oh my god.
So what's this about Apex making death hard?
God damn it.
I mean, some of them might
Do you
be
have
cool.
to? Do you have to buy them from loot boxes, or do you get them from loot boxes? Is that what they're doing? Because that's a straight up mobile game tactic. Is hey, you get
So
this
here's what
thing
you do.
if you open. Yep, guaranteed to unlock with 36 packs. This is a straight up mobile game tactic. So the thing you want
I will say
isn't
this.
even in. The thing you want might be in one of these loot boxes, but if you open 36 of them and don't get lucky enough to get it, then we'll just give it to you. Don't worry, keep buying loot boxes. You're guaranteed to get it eventually. We promise. Fuck you. Just
You
let me
usually
buy the
craft
fucking.
the lower tier
I just want the sword. I just want the sword. Fuck, and they know it's the thing you want because it's the thing that's guaranteed to unlock after you buy 36 packs. If it doesn't unlock in one of those 36 packs, fuck
It's the shiny
you
thing on that they use to sell the junk.
to sell you fucking pack. Fuck you, man.
That's why I was like, why the fuck would you go?
I was
just gonna-
ready to give them money too, because I was like, you guys finally found a way to get my money and make me play your game, and you make it hard for me to do so because I'm not giving you any money now, at all. Oh, no, I'm not purchasing. I can't believe they're still using loot boxes. Like, I cannot believe At this day and age, when everyone has been like, you know what, we're not.
You
we're
can't
not
even
doing
buy
these.
the heirlooms. Like, you can't even buy the shards. There's no way to do it.
You can buy the skins outside the packs, but buying the skins separately from the packs doesn't count toward your unlocking the sword. So if you want the sword, you just have to rely on packs. You can't just buy skins.
No, they do. Every item that you own counts towards it. You don't. It will remove the amount of loot boxes you can earn because there's only so many items in the rolls. That's the thing. They don't give you duplicates. Not saying it makes it better, but I mean,
No, it's slightly better, I guess. But
it's like better, but still bad.
Here's this shiny thing that we know you want. We'll give it to you as long
Hold
as
on.
you let us kick you in the junk 36 times.
I wanted to like
Go to the
this
event thing.
so much. Some of these skins aren't even good. Like, they barely look like. Only one of them? Two of them. Only two of them look like the Final Fantasy. I get it. They're doing this mashup of Final Fantasy 7 characters and Apex characters instead of just putting the Final Fantasy 7 characters in the game. Like, here's outfits inspired by Final Fantasy 7. But only two of them even kind of look like they could be from Final Fantasy 7. Like the one for fuck, I don't know these characters' names.
Which one?
Okay, the one with the girl from the
There's
girl
two
that
girls.
the fucking girl that can use portals and shit.
Wraith.
Wraith. I don't know who the fuck that's supposed to be from Final Fantasy 7. Like, she doesn't look anything like whatever Final Fantasy character she's supposed to be inspired by. I'm gonna guess Tifa, but my god, that's a terrible Tifa. And the one below her in the shop, the hacker guy, kind of.
Is that supposed to be Cloud?
Yes, he's wearing kind
Why
of.
doesn't he have blonde hair?
Again, it's
No,
basic.
they've done blonde hair for him before, so I don't know why.
They're doing.
That's fucking stupid.
I don't know. Then I don't know. Then, but yeah, they're doing the thing where they're like, "Hey, what if your Apex characters were cosplaying as Final Fantasy VII characters?" And I don't like the way most of them look. Like
go into your
him
Legends. I
doesn't.
swear to God, you couldn't even look at it.
Like, he looks like what? Yeah, I mean, I can click on him and see him, but he looks like Cloud recovering from chemo if he's supposed to be Cloud. Wraith. Like, I guess maybe Tifa? Yeah, I can see the white tank top hidden underneath all that bullshit. The Aerith one is probably the best looking one. Although, she looks like Aerith if her face was wrong. Like, god damn.
Yeah, Aerith, I don't know.
If
she was like a 40-year-old woman.
Yeah, if her face was wrong. Like, she looks fine in the picture when you click on her. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Aerith
And
that you got from Wish.com.
the one who's supposed to be Barrett. He looks like Barrett.
Newcastle.
If Barrett wasn't as buff and was wearing the... This looks like if Geordi from Star Trek was cosplaying as Barrett. With the visor and everything. Jesus Christ. Jesus fuck! Oh my god. Oh my god. And they don't have any for... I don't have any for my chick. No Final Fantasy stuff for the girl I actually play as.
Yeah, that's why the Buster Sword's like the coolest thing, because it's the first ever fucking cosmetic that just applies to everything.
Yeah, it's the one everyone wants, and they know it.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking
they
know it.
Dude, they've been selling them like this for years. I'm surprised they didn't charge more. Wait, they did. They tried
They did, and everyone freaked the fuck out, and now they don't charge more anymore. Ah. Okay. Well. Keep telling myself maybe I'll do better. Gameplay wise this time. Kept been playing the finals. The Finals is made by the same devs that made this. After they quit EA to form their own company. But the guys who made the Finals are guys who worked on this, and the Finals, everyone compares the Finals gameplay to better Apex Legends. So I'm going, okay, well, it's going to be similar to Apex Legends. Now that I've played the Finals enough to understand how their recoil system and aiming and shit works, maybe that muscle memory and stuff will apply to Apex Legends, and I'll do better. Maybe. I don't think it's the aiming and the gunplay in Apex Legends that kills it for me compared to the Finals. Because I like the Finals, and the Finals does feel like Apex. The Finals feels like Apex if Apex's guns worked. My problem with Apex Legends has always been the guns, and the bullet travel time feels too slow, so they don't feel like they work properly. And that the Finals kind of confirms that, because the Finals feels like what Apex Legends should feel like. But Apex Legends doesn't feel like the Finals. Unless they've changed something. Which is why I'm here. Find out if that's true. Alright. Are you downloading the game?
Yeah, it'll be here in a year. 3 hours, 35 minutes.
Did they add keyboard and mouse support for Xbox? For Xbox.
No. There's no crossplay, so they probably wouldn't do that unless they did that.
Ooh, you don't need crossplay to do that, because people want to know. People want to play with the keyboard and mouse.
But it has a competitive advantage over control. Blah 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 blah. And that's the company right there. There's probably some motherfucker from when that made sense who's still running it and doesn't understand that it's kind of been disproven a little bit.
Okay. All right. I guess I'm just gonna. Oh. Okay. Because I meant to send you a link for it too, because I think you could use it. I bought a simple, just to see if it would work, and it does. Works pretty well. So I bought a simple USB switch, because I was like, why am I like trying to find a second keyboard and mouse for my Xbox and wrestling with this for so long, when I had to put my head back in 1997 Death Witch's body and go, hey, what would he do? And he would do what I did at LAN parties way back in the day, which was, we didn't have all this fancy stuff with the computers that we have now, so we had to rig shit. And I was like, simple USB switch. That's how we used to do it. So we could have multiple computers hooked up to one keyboard and mouse, and then you press a button on the switch, and it will swap which USB port, those inputs. You put all the keyboard and mouse stuff on one side of the switch, and then the computer's on another, and it'll change which computer those inputs are going to at the touch of a button. So I bought one of those to see if that little method would still work, because I know it's Razer software. Keyboard and mice have software and shit now, so I was like, that might fuck with it on computer, but I'll try it. So I tried it, and it works pretty well. So I can stream on my PC, pull up my Xbox, and I was playing, some COD to try it out, or some Fortnite to try it out, and then I tap the button on the Switch, and it swaps my keyboard and mouse control over to my Xbox, so I can play with my keyboard and mouse. And then when I need to swap back to my PC to interact with something, touch Discord or whatever, whoop, touch button, and we go back. So it works. The Switch works. And since it's relatively simple technology from the 90s, they're relatively cheap. It's like $10. Oh shit! Hold on. Oh, thank you for reminding me. I need to update my Snapchat to let people know I am streaming. Thank you, Ellie. Let me check this snap.
They might be doing another Titanfall. They've been kind of fucking with Titanfall recently, like weirdly. Doing random fucking updates for no fucking reason out of the blue all of a sudden.
I think it's because people are sick of Apex Legends and it's shit. And you know what? After signing into Apex Legends for the first time in God knows how long and seeing the absolute mobile fucking shit show it's turned into.
Just do Titanfall Battle Royale, man.
It's just
like have it be a mode. I want
everyone hoped. So everyone hoped that Apex Legends on PC and console would get better and become its own thing with its monetization. Like it would get rid of loot boxes and it would get better monetization and would kind of fall in line with every other fucking PC Battle Royale game out there right now that's learned that loot boxes are bad for business. Just get rid of them. They're not worth the PR hit to try to do those. The new standard is basically do it the way Fortnite does. And that's what everyone else has done, and they're making a ton of money. And everyone thought, well, Apex Legends is going to do that now because EA found a way to have their cake and eat it too. Apex Legends on PC should do things the Fortnite way and have a shop where you just buy things and have a battle pass with, plenty of content. And Apex Legends Mobile will be where they keep this system with events and fucking gotcha mechanics and all that stuff that you'd expect in a mobile game. So they have a way to, because the only people buying those anyway, that's what they've learned. The only people buying all of those loot boxes and all the gotcha garbage is the Chinese market and the Korean market. And those markets, they play primarily on mobile. Specifically China, because the Chinese government has blocked all consoles. That's why if you see a Chinese Nintendo console, it's always like a knockoff console from some third-party company meant to play Switch games, because Nintendo can't do business in China. PlayStation can't do business in China, stuff like that. So most Chinese residents, they don't console game or PC game because of all the restrictions their government has. But their phones tend to be unrestricted. So that's why they mobile game. And they've gotten so used to loot boxes and shit over there that they just expect it now. So much so that when the government tried to block mobile games or put a spending limit on the loot boxes and stuff and tried to say, hey, you can't buy these, they're affecting our youth and our economy and blah, blah, blah. The government didn't realize how much it was affecting their economy, but not in the way they thought. So they blocked all that shit, and their economy. Are you ready to be depressed? You ready to know why loot boxes exist?
Sure.
So when the Chinese government said no more of those and put restrictions on mobile games to what they will and won't allow in them, and shut down any mobile game that had this stuff in them, the first day that law went into effect and the block started, in a singular day, the Chinese economy lost $80 billion with a B in a day.
Damn.
The guy who made the law for the Chinese government has since been fired. And they have undone that law. I say fired. It's the Chinese government. He's probably dead. he's probably dead now. But yeah, they said, we'll pretend that didn't happen, because they lost, because as soon as they did that, all the, Tencent and EA and all these companies that were doing business with China suddenly weren't doing business with that economy anymore, because all of that money came from outside China. So when that Chinese money's coming out, and they're paying all those taxes on it, yeah, you know, the Chinese government's getting a kickback from all those purchases. As soon as they shut it down and said no purchases in these mobile games, well, they lost 80. That's 80 billion the Chinese government lost. That's not the total amount of loot boxes and shit bought. Because remember, the government only collects taxes on those purchases. That's 80 billion worth of taxes in purchases. So you can go ahead and about triple that number if you want to get the amount of loot boxes and microtransactions the Chinese market buys in a day in mobile games. Fucking eye-opening, because these companies never report those numbers, so no one really knew how popular they were. But when the government reports a loss of 80 billion in a singular day just in tax revenue after saying no more loot boxes, no more mobile purchases, then that tells you how much they were actually doing business with Tencent and EA and all these companies. That is a lot of money on the table. A lot of money. Jesus Christ. So, when it comes to the fight against loot boxes and microtransactions, this is proof that you do make a difference. Because they're never going to go away. China alone makes them profitable. But if you don't make it worth their while to put it in your games on PC and the places the Chinese don't play or don't spend money, then they'll leave you alone and go after the Chinese market, which is what they've mostly done on PC. They've left the PC market alone when it comes to loot boxes, except for games like Apex Legends. Everyone else has said it's not worth it. We can make more money, and most of our money is going to come from China anyway. It's not worth the fight in America. It's not worth the fight in Europe. It's not worth the fight in Australia to put loot boxes in these games. But it's worth it to make a mobile version of the game and just dump it on China, so they can have their cake and eat it too. Well, I mean, except for Apex, because EA doesn't want some of the money. Oh, sorry, I was waiting for Ozzy to finish that sentence.
I want all of the money.
I want all of the money. There it is. I don't want to steal your line. I know that's your line. No. All right.
That mentality so much of all
But
the
it's-
money. Fucking Jesus.
But it's true.
I'm not saying it isn't true. I just hate it.
It's funny. It's funny because it's true.
It's funny because it's true.
I might. Do you still have it downloaded on your Xbox? I may download it on Xbox. Not like I may be able to download it faster than you. I'm gonna do a run on PC first, just see if the guns.
Dude, I don't have it installed on my Xbox.
Oh, okay. Well, then we'll just wait for the PC.
That shit is huge.
That's what she said.
Dude, it is. It's fucking. That game is like 100 gigs.
Oh, somebody stole my character. I'll take this one, I guess. The one with the turret and shit. I can't remember what any of these characters do.
She has a mad turret that does insane damage. It's a little slow. She has damage boosting shield walls, and
yeah, I'll figure it out.
she can carry more LMG ammo.
I'm Jump Master? Alright, if you insist.
Nope, don't want to be Jump Master. One of you guys do it. I'll let y'all pick where we're going, because I don't know anything about this game's meta. And I'm playing the Final Fantasy VII mode in hopes I can at least play with the Buster Sword during the event, because I ain't going to get it. I ain't going to get it with money. Because Apex Legends found something I wanted to spend money on, and then made it impossible for me to spend the money on it. Because I'm not going to give you this money.
Somebody on the street sends Death way too much money to buy the Busters.
Where they at, bud? Oh god, I still can't hit shit. Jesus. Oh, I'm out of ammo. What's the melee button? I forgot my buttons! I forgot my buttons! Oh my god, the heals are slow as shit. Oh my god. Give me this stuff. Give me all this stuff. Okay. Oh, wait, how do I? Okay, this is how I use this. Got it. I'm remembering. Here you go. I'll throw a thing out there. I ain't got no more guns. Oh, okay, let's take whatever this thing is. Let's take that. Let's take that. Let's take that. Let's take this. Let's take this. I forgot I have to use this stupid, outdated fucking box system. Okay, take that. Take this. Okay. Alright.
I don't know. I think it kind of works with my keyboard and mouse.
Kind of. It's just.
It's
it feels,
just on controller that it sucks.
It's It's outdated because I get why it existed in games like H1Z1 and which is where they're getting it from. They're getting it from games like H1Z1 and PUBG, because those games were made from their battle royales were made from survival games. They were using a survival game engine to make those games. I got materia. Lightning materia. Okay. Alright. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Attention. Give me a second. Healing. Got a care package coming in.
Alright. There we go. Got some loot here. Okay, I got stuff.
Let's see what shield cell here.
You said she gets more LMG ammo?
I think she gets it in the magazine, or she can carry, like...
I mean, in the magazine would be ideal. That would be a nice perk for the character. Just being able to carry more, I feel like, wouldn't be that useful. I don't feel like...
There should be, like, a if you press, like, escape, it should, like, tell you.
Nope.
Or, like, it's in tab or something. You, like, look at your inventory and there's a button.
Legend. Okay, here we go. Ammo cover. Build a crouch cover wall, which deploys now. Passive. There we go. Modded loader.
Increase magazine capacity.
Okay, yeah. Increase magazine capacity and faster reloads make LMGs usable on her. Yeah, because that would be a better perk. Just being able to carry more ammo, I'm like, oh, that feels useless, because I don't feel like you'd run out of ammo that often in this game.
There's moments, man.
I mean,
can't find fucking ammo.
I mean, yeah, like the moment I had it just then when we hot dropped and we were instantly fighting people. So.
No, I mean, sometimes you're just in a fight from the fucking ground up, and then you just keep fighting and you keep fighting, and you're just out of ammo.
I don't know. Every time I've ever played this game, like, I didn't run into people often enough to not be able to get ammo in between fights. So, like, it wasn't really an issue. I feel like I need to up my sensitivity.
I usually like to once every couple rounds do like a hot drop in this game, just to kind of keep myself on my toes, because if I end up playing too safe the whole time, I never end up getting into fights.
Up my sensitivity a little bit. There we go. Yeah, there we go. Okay.
Also, this map just sucks.
Yeah, I'm feeling it. Oh, there's a box over here with some perks.
Enjoy and me literally actually refuse to play this map. We don't like it.
Speaking of him, where the fuck has he been? Is he dead?
No, I've played with him. I don't know.
God, I mean, I ain't seen him in forever.
I've done mostly Overwatch. That's honestly all we really play.
Oh, that's right. Okay. Oh, this doesn't work for either one of the guns I'm carrying. So, okay.
The L-Star would work instead of the Devotion, and that one doesn't have to reload. But it.
I want to keep the Devotion
This
for
is
the
what I'm
LMG.
talking about.
Here we go.
Well, that's an LMG. You would. It's the same ammo type too.
No, this is a SMG, isn't it?
No, that's an LMG.
The L-Star?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
That's an LMG.
they have NPCs? They have NPCs? Free to fight? Like Final Fantasy VII themed NPC? Yeah.
They finally took him out the fucking goddamn game. Took him forever. That was one of the biggest problems with this map. Like, there would just be these giant beasts that just chase you around the map. And, like, they would fuck with you during gameplay, and you're like, what the fuck? Break through doors and shit. It's crazy. They were annoying. Hated those ones.
Oh, fuck.
Next ring ain't close.
I will say this. They do have good animators for this game.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot about the game I like. Just, the gunplay just never seemed to connect with me. Like, everything around it I like. But when it came to, like, firing my gun and hitting my targets...
I seriously think it would... I would pay $50
Yeah, I'm trying to, like,
for them damn melee weapons. And I know that's a lot, and it kind of is, but it's still better than 150. Holy shit. Or fucking 500, dude. I'm sorry. The fact that they fucking have them for $500 fucking dollars.
Better step it up, mates. Rings far and closes in a minute.
That is in fucking insane.
Nice choice. You've got good taste.
45 seconds until the ring closes. We've got a hike, and I'm in pumps.
So let's go.
Okay. I'm with you, boys. Oh yeah, couldn't you like stow weapons? Go fast. Oh yeah. Okay. He's got a Buster Sword on his back. Give it here. Give it here, bud. Give me that Buster Sword. No? Oh fuck! He's got his Buster Sword! Oh my god! Jesus!
God damn.
Yeah, he just knocks me up in the air and just fucking air comboed me. Holy shit! Yep, get me up. Oh, I'm down again. Wow, didn't even get to shoot. Really want to practice my shooting, but
It's hard when you're getting air combo.
Fuck
you getting fucking fighting game juggled by that goddamn sword.
Thank you.
Giving my shields a recharge.
Oh my god, yeah, that thing fucked me up. Okay. Sorry, I got a turret I can use.
Have that goddamn sword. Dude, I can't believe they made that, like, start out as just a placeable turret.
What, the
one in your inventory? Like, that used to just be a placeable turret. That's all you could do with it, is just place it down. Now you can just carry the motherfucker.
Look at that plunker over there. No idea they're about to die.
Alright, no live pings. The game that invented the ping system and popularized it now has the worst pings in gaming. Because they haven't updated it since. Ah! Still kind of hit shots on that. I have trouble seeing people. Like,
Yeah, Iron
he's
Sight's
got the
kinda
buster.
sucks.
I got the red dot sight. Damn it! Of course. Went to shoot and I had no ammo. God, it's all fucking screen effects. Can't see shit.
Bad judgment. Try again.
How am I doing what and why are you typing in all caps? That's how that sounds in my brain when I read that. Jesus Christ. Talk like a normal person. Oh, no, no, man.
Just recover and get out of there.
I'm honestly surprised you gave him a shot just for Final Fantasy when I ain't changing shit.
It's Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy.
Isn't this the one that you're like not a huge fan of anyway?
What, 7?
Yeah.
No, I mean I
Look,
like
you like
7.
it, but like
yeah, I like 7. I mean 6 is still the one I wish that they would remaster. There's only a few Final Fantasy games in the entire lineup that I didn't like. I've played every single one except for 16 because I heard 16 they just turned it into Devil May Cry and it doesn't feel anything like Final Fantasy. Like I've not heard good things about that one. The newest one that just came out. And if that's what they did, then yeah, that sounds terrible. Keep your Devil May Cry shit in your Devil May Cry game and give me a Final Fantasy. Like I feel if you were going for a more action-oriented mixture of Final Fantasy and Devil May Cry, the remake of 7's battle system was perfect. And that's what you should stick with.
Much appreciated.
But apparently with 16 you can't even change party members. Like it's just Devil May Cry with AI assisting you as NPCs. And that sounds terrible. Yeah, like the only ones I didn't like were... I don't know if I want to count the MMOs. They have 2 MMOs that I was like, I don't really like them. But they're... Like 14 I didn't hate, but I mean it's an MMO. So...
And then there's 13, which is, yeah, everyone.
13 I kind of didn't like all that much.
No one liked 13.
Somebody must have. They made 2 fucking sequels to it. And they don't make sequels to Final Fantasy games. Like direct story sequels. Without there being demand for it. Otherwise, they just make the next Final Fantasy game. So each game is its own thing. And if a game is really popular, if a numbered game is really popular, then they make a direct sequel to that numbered game. So there's Final Fantasy 13, Final Fantasy 13-2, which is the sequel to 13, and then Lightning Returns, which is like the 3rd one. Jesus. Can't even see what the fuck I'm shooting at. These iron sights suck balls. All I'm doing is eating through my ammo here.
We're all outside the ring, and the wall of death is coming our way.
It's one of those iron sights I can't stand.
Recharging my shields. Barrel stabilizer here. Level 2. Open up shop and shut them down.
Mates, some flunkers shooting at me.
Place a shield in front of you and you'll get a damage boost too.
Ah! Yeah, I can't remember what my powers were, what buttons those are.
1.
Oh, it doesn't. stop ticking health while I'm being revived in the gas?
Nope. That's another thing I didn't work.
Bullshit.
But I was like, I could get over it because I like the gunplay. So.
Yeah, I'm not liking the gunplay. I can hit some shots. It just, ugh. I'm trying, man. I'm trying. I told you it's not that I hate the game. I don't want to hate it. I want to like it, but it's doing itself. It's doing its hardest to be so unlikable.
They say death catches up to everyone. He can certainly try.
I mean, I'll say this: I fucking don't really care for Apex all that much.
I know it was Enjoy's thing, and I was trying to play with him more.
If we want to do a game that I think you could get into, I think you could get into Overwatch 2. I mean, I know you have your bias, but I think you could learn to like that game.
I mean,
Apex.
it's Overwatch. I know what Overwatch plays like. I don't hate Overwatch's gameplay. I prefer the gameplay from Overwatch 1. I just don't like that they took the game I liked and made it no longer exist and gave me this worse thing in its place. After I gave them money for that game, they took away a game I paid for to replace it with a game I don't like and don't want, and then made it free. So I'm like, oh great. So it's like that money I spent just went down the drain and it just went toward nothing because now I've bought something that no longer exists and I don't get to have it forever now for no reason.
Oh, but we promised we'll put in like this single player campaign stuff. Yeah, totally.
Yeah, and the way that they didn't deliver on stuff.
They have literally confirmed that they were being sabotaged by Bobby Kotick. I'm not gonna give them shit. They're about to pull back. They have literally been saying
okay,
that Bobby
you need to
Kotick has
understand.
screwed them
You need
over.
to understand, and everyone on the fucking internet needs to understand that when people shit talk games and shit that games do, they're not talking about the devs that fucking worked on it. Stop coming to the defense of companies and going, well, the devs, I'm not gonna give that. I fuck the devs. They're just guys doing their job. Obviously, we're not talking about them. We're talking about the companies that run this shit. When someone talks shit about Walmart, they're not. When someone talks shit about
Microsoft
Walmart,
now owns them. I'm saying they're about to make a comeback.
Right. When someone talks shit, I'm just talking to people on the internet in general who keep coming to the defense of these fuckers and going, the devs. We're not talking about the devs. When people talk shit about Walmart, when people talk shit about Amazon, when people talk shit about any major company, they're not talking about the people who get paid to fucking work there. When people talk shit about Amazon, they're not talking about the guy bringing the door to your package. Then when people talk shit about Walmart, they're not talking about the cashier who took your money. They're not talking about the people who actually make the business run. They're talking about the people who run the business. So when we're talking shit about a video game, we're not talking about the people who actually made the game happen, the people who worked on it. We're talking about the people in charge of them, the people who ruined it and made their lives harder. You should be as angry as we are if you really cared about the devs, not coming to the defense of these companies and going, well, devs gotta eat too. The devs already fucking ate. They signed a contract. It doesn't matter if fucking Bobby Kotick or Activision made $100 million or $100 billion. Those devs got paid the same. It does not matter how many microtransactions you bought. I promise you, none of those contracted employees got a fucking raise. I can promise you that. Stop defending billion-dollar companies. Especially if you're doing it in the name of the little guy who made your game. Okay, sorry. Rant over. You guys talk now. That's a pet peeve of mine. I get so sick of that fucking argument when I complain about a game and people take it personally, like I'm fucking making fun of it, like I'm fucking attacking the devs personally. So I give the devs a pass always, because they're just guys doing their job. Just like when I go to a restaurant or when I go to Walmart or when I go to a store, I will give that hourly worker a pass always. And I will be exceptionally nice to them because I've been in their shoes. And I understand that whatever irritation I have with this company or policy that they're following is not on them. They're just a guy doing their job. That's all they are.
Unless they're Unless the actual employee.
Yes, if the actual employee is rude or did something to piss me off personally, then yes, I'll go after that. But I'm talking about if I'm mad at a policy of the company or a way that business is being run, I am not taking it out on the guy behind the register. That is not his fault. I understand that because I've been in their shoes. I've been on the receiving end of people yelling about shit completely out of my fucking control. And that sucks. And you'll notice I complain differently about things I know the devs are responsible for than I do complain about things they're not. So when I complain about things like gameplay mechanics or bugs or things that the devs actually did, you're going to get a much different tone in my complaint than when I complain about the way the game's being run. And the way the game's being monetized. And yeah, like this Final Fantasy VII event that I was very, very excited for, the way it's being implemented is absolutely not the devs' fault. This is absolutely beyond their control. Do I think the devs of the game wanted to make really cool cosmetics and then lock them behind 36 loot boxes? No. No, I don't think that's how they wanted to deliver the content they worked on to me. But that's what they were forced to do because they signed a contract and they want to keep their job. So I'm mad at the company for that. But to Wolf Waffle's point, I am hopeful because Bobby's gone. He's out the door. Papa Microsoft has taken over, and Papa Microsoft, this entire generation, these last few years, have been going out of their way to make it very clear that they want to be the consumer-friendly choice. They see the profit in making your consumer happy and not taking advantage of trends. So Microsoft has gone against all trends this console generation to provide as much value as possible to their consumer instead of trying to nickel and dime them to death. And it has paid off dividends. Game Pass has made an exuberant amount of money when everyone thought it would lose money. They thought there's no way giving people 100 games a month for $15 is going to be profitable. This business model is doomed to fail. And it's been so successful, everyone wants to copy it. So Game Pass has been the little eye-opener for everybody that, hey, maybe giving the consumer more for less will make us more money. Maybe there's profit in providing value. And there absolutely is. Microsoft is even... it's rumored that Microsoft is going to announce soon that they're going to break a new trend. That they're going to break away from an old video game trend to try to set a new standard. And I feel like it's a standard everyone's going to like. That thing I have not really defended in the past, but I've said I understand why it exists, and I didn't know how they could do without it. Well, Microsoft's finally ready to say we're going to try to do without it. And if the rumors are true, Microsoft is... Oh, damn it, I saw an article on it earlier today, and I forgot to put it in the Discord. But if the rumors are true, Microsoft is soon going to announce that they are not going to do console exclusives anymore. No more exclusives. They're done with exclusives. And I think it's going to come off the back of the Call of Duty thing. I think they're doing it. I think that if the rumors are true, I would guess that the only reason they're doing it is to be a big fuck you to Sony for all the shit that Sony put them through in court and to just prove a point. I don't know if they'll lose money on it or not, but I think the point they're trying to prove is, Sony obviously took them to court to say, oh, you can't have Call of Duty because you'll make it an exclusive, and that's a monopoly. Okay, so if you're saying exclusives are monopolies, you can't just say one game being exclusive is a monopoly, because that's obviously not a monopoly, and the courts agreed. So I'm guessing, if the rumors are true, Microsoft is going to make it so that no games are exclusive ever, because they don't want to be a monopoly. And then they're going to go after Sony and say, hey, we proved we're not trying to be a monopoly by making all of our stuff available on all platforms. There are no more exclusives, but they're not doing the same. Are they trying to be a monopoly? And basically go after them. Like, just, would it be a petty, spiteful move? Sure. Is it one I think Sony deserves for the way they cried over Call of Duty? Absolutely. Because it's going to be real hard for Sony to defend themselves in court if Microsoft says, no more exclusives. You can play Halo on PlayStation. You can play Forza on PlayStation. You can play everything on PlayStation now. And then take PlayStation to court and go, hey, PlayStation's not doing the same. They're not sharing with us. They're trying to be a monopoly. And if they took them to court after they do that, Sony will have a real hard time defending that in court when their very last court case they lost for that same reason. You'd pretty much be cornering them into either agreeing exclusives are okay, or agreeing exclusives are not okay, and then you're going to see God of War on PlayStation, on Xbox. So it's going to be one of the two. Oh, that's really annoying. Kicks me out of the lobby if I sit here and talk too long. Really? So, yeah, no, I'd agree. That's probably the best move for them to do. Wait, how do I change my skins? Oh, I got 2 skins. I have 2 skins for this one. Oh, okay. But I think the easy way for Microsoft to do that and implement it overnight, where every game becomes available on every platform and they don't have any exclusives anymore, because all Xbox exclusives right now are on Game Pass. It's their big selling point for Game Pass. And it can still be their big selling point for Game Pass while not being exclusive to Xbox. All they'd have to do is make a Game Pass app for every other console. So then you can still get access to those Microsoft exclusive games, but you have to do so through their subscription service. You can't like buy the game on PlayStation. They don't have to make a PlayStation version of the game now. They don't have to port it over. They don't have to make a Switch version of these games. All they have to do is make an app that lets it streamable on these platforms, and you're basically still playing the Xbox version. You're just doing it on another platform. Just make Game Pass. All you have to do is make Game Pass available on every platform, and now you can say, well, we don't have any exclusives in anymore. Why do you? They could literally flip a switch and have all their games on all platforms overnight. Which is what I say they do. I would love to be able to whip out my Switch, open the Xbox app, and play any of my Game Pass games on my Switch, as long as I had a connection to the internet. Waffle, did you make note of my rant?
Yes.
Thank you. It's gonna be content. I got a little worked up for a second there. You've seen the fucking shit I've dealt with. Like you saw the arguments I was getting into on fucking Steam.
Oh yeah, no.
Oh my god, just like my mind's blown. I'm like, this is why we're fucked. This is why we're fucked. This is why it's only going to get worse. Because if every time they make shitty business decisions, shitty overpriced cosmetics, shitty loot boxes, shitty monetization, if every time they do that, you turn around and go, thank you, sir, may I have some more? Well, they're going to give you more. They're going to fuck you harder. They're going to fuck you harder. And they're going to fuck you harder. And that's how we get the PC market to look like the mobile market. That's how we get there. That's how that happens. That's how mobile markets became a thing. So when I see a game come out like Genshin Impact, it's filled to the brim with that shit on PC. That's basically a mobile game on PC. And it's becoming super popular and people are defending it. I get so irritated because I see, and I know I'm not the only one. I know Ozzy also has this superpower, this foresight to be able to see the writing on the wall. We can see the future. We can see what's coming when that happens. And the only one who wins in that situation is them.
The battle happens quick. Be ready.
Sure, I'll try whatever this gun is.
Well then, we have a new kill leader. We're close to the ring with a minute to spare.
Okay, I think I remember the flatline being good, right?
45 seconds. But we could just
I remember what guns were good, what guns weren't good. Wasn't the flatline one of the good ones?
R99 here.
around the corner and we've got 30 seconds.
Depends. I don't know. Like, I like the G7.
Okay.
Does
it not auto? It doesn't. It doesn't auto pick up ammo.
I use it like a DMR, but you know it works really good.
10 seconds until the ring
You do have to kind of.
Yeah, I've switched it to
Lead your shots
single
with it.
fire mode. Yeah, I've learned I have to lead my shots with every fucking gun. That's why I was missing shots last round because I'm doing what I do. Yeah, because I do what I do in the finals and I point it at a character and I open fire, and it doesn't. I open fire and it doesn't hit the target. Whereas in the finals, that's how I know it's not my aim, because I can hit my shots in the finals.
And I'll be back, guys. I'm just grabbing some dinner.
Okay.
Sniper ammo also has a it has a better bullet travel than heavy ammo.
Save that for me.
Which makes no sense. The sniper's the one gun I expect to have to lead. But okay. Yeah, I don't understand their bullet travel.
You still do
time
have
in
to
this
lead because it's
Yeah,
over like a
'cause-
really long distance.
yeah, 'cause
so,
sniper.
Up close, you basically don't.
Yeah, which again, no sense, but whatever.
Materia. Evo shield here. Level 2. Materia.
Think you're going to lay down? Well, you can take your phone. Take me with you to your bed. Take me with you to your bedroom. Take me with
He
you.
wants to go with you.
I want
How
it.
are you going to deny him?
I want to go to bed with you. Take me with you to your bed.
Materia.
I want to go to bed with you. I want to make a
How are
night
you
of
going to
it.
deny this man?
Lay down. Cuddle up with some Death Witch. Okay?
Oh.
Okay? It's the best way to end your day.
Materia.
I don't understand the materia system. It seems like none of the ones I ever get to I can put in any of these guns. I need to get rid of something. Let's get rid of that. I don't need this much ammo. Alright, boys, I'm on my way. I didn't answer your snaps. Yeah, I'm streaming. Obviously, I can't. I'm not gonna be paying close attention to my phone right now. Like, you see where my attention is. Like, trying to DM me while I'm streaming is the worst time to try and DM me. I'm gonna respond to chat on my stream a lot quicker than I am a DM because I have to stop streaming and stop what I'm doing to to check a DM. Okay.
The kill leader has been eliminated. Got some materials, yeah.
Can't send that in chat. I mean, you can send it to me on a DM. That's fine. You can DM me while I'm streaming. That's fine. Just you know, don't take it personally if it takes me a minute to get to it. Is all I'm saying. Don't be like you're ignoring me. No, not ignoring you. I have a whole stream to pay attention to. I'll check my DMs in between matches and stuff, but obviously playing a game, interacting with the chat, you know, doing the whole streaming thing. Catch up on them DMs in between those matches.
Thank you. Calling in a lifeline package.
Crafting. Not the first time I've made something out of dust and dreams.
Check it. Got some materials for us.
Yo, got us some materials.
Alright, let me
Wait up, I'm crafting.
try to make stuff. What am I making?
Oh, the hemlock is in the fucking crafter. Ugh.
Yeah, I don't like the crafting system either. It's confusing and I don't like it.
It's not that confusing. I hate the rotation. I don't understand why they have to have a rotation. Like, just have guns that would be too powerful to have normally out on the ground, and balance them to be in the crafter.
Wow, my teammates just keep leaving me behind while I'm crafting and doing shit. There we go.
Materia. 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 Materia.
Okay, we get it. There's a lot of material down there. Holy shit.
Package over there. Let's get on that. We've got 1 minute and the ring. Mira, we should check that out.
"45 seconds, rings far."
5 squads left.
There is a new kill leader. Be careful. There's a new kill leader out there. "30 seconds and the ring is close." Come on, the ring's closing in 10 seconds.
Warning. Ring movement.
I was gonna say, if Enjoy's around, I'm gonna have to download the Xbox version if I want to keep playing this game because he don't have a PC and there's no crossplay. Means I have to get used to playing this game with a controller. But Enjoy died, so you know he's just gone, man.
Attention. Delivering
Yeah.
package.
We literally haven't talked to him since last year.
We should def check out that camp. I saw someone.
Yeah.
And I don't think
That's
they're
crazy.
selling cookies.
Yeah, I know,
We
right?
got some extra supplies.
Just spotted someone out there.
We're coming, bud.
Someone else is over there.
Why you pushing so far ahead of your squad, man? I still only got iron sights because apparently finding a scope in this game is impossible.
Bad dude's over there.
Wait, are we
That's
shooting?
random loot for you.
I can't hit shit with this iron sight. This thing sucks balls.
Here's your birthday present.
Reloading. Charging up my shield.
Where are the shots coming from?
Attention. Delivering navigator. elevator on.
Another squad. Oh, I'm down. Bad guys, let's do this.
Firing. Another squad. Brace yourself. Opening fire.
Listen up, I'm getting shot at.
Reloading.
Oh my god. I can't even fucking see the guy. Yeah, I couldn't even fucking see him. Oh my god. Let's get insta wipe before I can even see the person that shot me. Dealt 0 damage in the entire fucking match. Still intensely watching. How the fuck do I leave match? Yeah. Why is that not just a button on that screen? Did I get something? Did I earn something? Prime Gaming. Enjoy the rare Apex pack and Pathfinder thematic pack that you claimed on Prime Gaming. Oh, thank you. Enjoy. Oh, I claimed a bunch of stuff on Prime Gaming. It just realized I claimed. Okay. All right, I got a pack because I claim my Amazon Prime Gaming stuff, my Twitch Prime Gaming stuff all the time for this game, even though I don't play the game, just so that this would happen when I logged in. Finally, I'd have all this stuff to unlock. Yay! Opening loot boxes. Big bucks, no whammies. Come on. Ooh.
Maybe it'll bless you with a fucking legendary. Maybe.
Oh, you're funny. You're funny. You're a funny guy.
It does it every once in a while.
Yeah. Alright, well the next one's a big rare pack, so maybe. Here we go. Yeah, I got 2 purples. Some purples.
Purple's alright. Sometimes they're cool.
Gotta pose for Pathfinder and crafting materials are a lot of crafting materials. Okay. Here's another one.
Honestly, sometimes crafting materials are fine.
Got 2 more purples. What I get?
I wish I'd get more crafting materials, bro. I swear to God, all I get is
all
trash.
that's in these are crafting materials, and I got a skin for Octane that's animated. Okay.
Oh yeah, you got one of the base skins that they put in.
Yay! Oh, I think I might have got a legendary in this one. Is yellow legendary?
Yep, yellow's legendary.
It's a frame.
Yeah, that's. See, that's what I'm talking about. Like, every time I get something, it's some stupid shit.
Yay! Like, look at that. I got a frame.
I think I've gotten a single cool ass skin that I have.
Got blues in this one.
In the shop.
Kill Quip. Okay, what's in my last pack here? Got all these packs. Yay. I love loot boxes. Yay. I got a skin for this one. What is it? Is it any good?
No.
I don't care. I don't.
It's fucking blue. Fucking blue. 15 bucks for fucking blue.
I don't care. God damn it. This is like the most disappointing shit ever. Oh, the guns have levels now?
Yeah, there's like a mastery system to it. I don't think you can get a skin from them either.
What's the skin for this one? Ooh. The Outback. Look at that. Got an Australian gun now, mate. Crikey. And that was it. All those packs. I got 2 skins and the rest was filler garbage. I opened 8 packs, by the way. I got 2 skins, crafting materials, and filler garbage. These are the most... They're like the worst rolls. Jesus Christ. How the fuck are loot boxes still a thing in 2024?
Yeah, you know it's bad when even Overwatch 2 can say, yeah, they even removed the loot boxes. That game was
like,
a fucking
how
disaster.
are you still desperately clinging to this system? Like, Apex is the last holdout here. They are just clinging to this for dear life.
And the content creators just don't fucking care.
Yeah, just like, there are no videos. Oh, I got
There's a few. I see a few of them speak up every once in a while.
Yeah, but I mean, there's none of them getting excited about it. Like the whole thing. All right, like crates in Counter-Strike. Like, people get excited for those, even though they're still loot boxes, and I hate them. But at least, the crates in Counter-Strike Go, the contents can be resold on the community market for Steam dollars to use towards other games. So it was opening a pack. I kind of give Counter-Strike a pass for that. Not really, but kind of. Because opening a pack in Counter-Strike felt like you were getting paid to play the game. Because there was always that chance you could open that rare knife that you could sell on Steam's community market for hundreds of dollars. And then there's their free games on Steam. Free PC games, free whatever. Hell, if you did that enough, if you got lucky enough with enough crates, you could have $700-800. Like, there was that one guy who sold like a $1,200 knife skin and used it to buy a Steam Deck. Like, his Counter-Strike Go skin bought his Steam Deck. So, that's dope. That makes opening those packs exciting. And on YouTube, you'd see videos of people doing pack openings for... You'd see people doing pack openings for Counter-Strike. So, pretty much all of these games...
I've even seen them for Overwatch, but I don't see them for Apex Legends.
Yeah, like most...
Even Overwatch had loot box fans.
Yeah, like most loot box games have people, have content creators that will try to make a living or try to get some of their money back by making YouTube videos of people going, hey, here's what you might get in these pack if you open 30 of them, 50 of them, whatever. And then they just open a bunch at one time. Never see that free pixels. Like, no one gives a shit. Oh, no. No. Well, why are
the only events I ever see are about the heirlooms, and that's it.
Yeah.
They don't even show them opening the packs. They just show them literally, like, unlocking everything, and then instantly just...
It's the saddest shit ever. It really is. Well, you get a Final Fantasy VII background for your intro card for all characters. So that's something.
Is there at least something free with the event?
Yeah, this background right here on your card. All characters get this. There's your free.
Check the homepage.
There's your free thing for the event.
I usually do give out like one free thing. Like actually cool. Like kind of mid normally, but if you check the home screen, there should be like a little thing under the quests tab, and it should like have an event tracker or something. And there'll be like something on that you can earn by just doing challenges.
Yeah, I'm trying to look at all the stuff I got out of that box. Okay. Intro equip. What's the intro equip? What's that?
We few, we happy few.
This? Oh, the epic skin I got from him. Ooh. Alright, I don't have that character. Well, I ain't giving you money to unlock these characters, and I don't have enough to get one for free. Because I forgot it takes forever and a day to unlock a character for free in this game. Fuck me, like you're so stingy with your content. Do you have any idea how
Most
much
people
shit...
don't complain about that because like they've grinded the game so long that they can literally just unlock them for free now instantly. They forget that initial grind because they like either didn't start until they started early on, or they just are so fucking far up. Like Enjoy, I talked to him about it, and he's like, "Oh, I unlock them all the time. I don't know what you mean." And I'm like, "You have 90% of them.
Yeah, you're just
you buy them as soon as they come out."
Yeah, you're stockpiling the material needed to get it for free because you've already got.
Thing you can.
Yeah, because you don't have anything to use it for. So when you're trying to focus on getting one particular thing, and it's drip feeding you this stuff, like it takes so long to get anything. Do you have any idea? Even playing as little as I've played, just playing very casually. Do you have any idea how much shit... Like, I can log into Fortnite, play Fortnite for one stream. 4 or 5 hours of Fortnite. Do you have any idea how much shit I'll unlock? Just playing Fortnite for 4 to 5 hours. Like, I don't have to grind that game. Even with a free battle pass, you're getting 2 to 3 things per page for free. Most of which is at least one... All of the currency in the battle pass is on the free tier. All of it. So you don't even miss any currency. So eventually, I'll just get that whole battle pass for free. Just by playing the game. And there's enough currency in the battle pass to pay for the battle pass. So if I max it out, it becomes free. It's just like the amount of... Fortnite's fucking giving away stuff. This game makes you play it like a full-time job to get it. It's just... Jesus. Like, the grind in this really does feel like a grind. Alright, so go to the event tab. What am I supposed to be looking at?
I don't know why more and more fucking games are doing this, but can you please stop resetting everybody back down to zero, like the 0 rank after each season? Like, all that does is just make everybody in the lower ranks not want to play for like the first couple fucking weeks.
They don't give a fuck about us. Purchase 1 pack.
I mean, the pro players don't like it either. They get all pissy and bitchy about it too. Like, I don't understand who they're appeasing with this. Like, it's gotta be the casuals or something.
Alright, so what's possible to get in this in these packs? Legendary sticker set.
Can you craft any of these with your mats?
Nope. Only available in event packs. It's a pretty cool gun skin. Gun skin looks alright. I don't like that gun skin. That gun skin looks alright. Gun skin looks alright. I don't like that one. Yeah, I like the gun skins. They feel very Final Fantasy.
I'm back.
Ooh, the pink one for the R99. Which I would just give you money for right now. If you could just let me click on that and buy it. But I can't. Just click on it and buy it. I got
Yeah, no, that's weird. They usually don't do it like this.
Yeah, like if I click
They're only doing it because it's a Final Fantasy event.
Yep, that's why everyone's giving them shit for it. Oh yeah, like I'd get that, the one where I can be in Tiflis Bar. Yeah, I'd get these backgrounds for my cards. Like, there's even some filler content I'd get. Look at that. I'd buy that one. Oh, nope, I can't. I have to see them in event packs. Well, I got currency I don't know what to do with, so let's purchase a pack. And see what kind of rolls I get in one of these event packs. We can say we opened one. Oh, we got one purple. Off. Yep, it's 90% off. Wow, and the one epic thing I got is a holo. I didn't even get a fucking skin.
No, you have to give them money to get the skins. Give us your money, Jeff.
I mean, I did. I just spent what little free currency I had, or the premium currency I had sitting in my account. I just spent it on. I just spent it on. Oh, you only get 90% off for the first pack. Now the next pack. Oh my God! Are you serious with these prices too? Wait, how much are Apex coins? Hold on. How much are Apex coins?
Like $5.
That's what I thought. Okay, so one pack. So the first pack you can buy for $1. The second pack will be $5. And the regular price of each individual loot box, one loot box, is $10 a loot box. $10 per loot box. Per individual one.
Mm-hmm.
And you have to buy at least 36, or at the most 36.
36 is the maximum you'd have to buy to get the sword. Oh, you get a pose. So you get some.
You can craft them with crafting mats. You can craft the packs.
Oh. Okay. You get some guaranteed thing. So at 5 packs purchased, you get a holo guaranteed for free. At 10 packs purchased, you get a background for your character. Your next reward isn't given until 30 packs purchased, where you get a pose. You get Cloud's pose, Cloud's victory pose. And you get a kill effect. Oh, a death box animation at 36. And the Buster Sword. Guaranteed to unlock with 36 packs. You open the packs for a chance to get the Buster Sword, which is a mythic item, the only mythic item in the box. And it has a less than 1% chance to drop. Oh my God.
I'm not gonna lie, the box is kind of cool. I don't think they've done that before.
Yeah, this is new to this season. From what I understand, they're doing death box skins.
I mean, I don't hate that idea, but it's kind of fucking retarded that they have to make everything cool like $1 million.
It's not $1 million. It's just,
around the ballpark.
A gamble price. Oh, no, wait. We're not calling it gambling. It's surprise events.
Huh.
I can't believe that they're pushing this hard in 2024. Like, I understand you kept loot boxes in the game, because this is how the game's always run and people were used to it. But you didn't have to do your new event focused solely on them with the exuberant prices. Like, you pretty much just doubled down on loot boxes in the year 2024. You could have made your event where the loot boxes were like just a thing you can get, but the rest of the event you'd have stuff you can earn or buy directly from a store, and go make the loot boxes super cheap. So you go, hey, you can buy this stuff directly from us for $20 for one skin or something. You can even do those crazy, Call of Duty prices, $25 for a skin. But if you don't want to pay full price for that skin, you can pay $2 for a loot box, maybe get the skin for super cheap. Like, that's how you would do it. You would entice people, make the loot box look like, well, I mean, it is a gamble, but make it look like a deal to make people want to gamble. Because let's not be mistaken here. Loot boxes are gambling. Oh.
No. Didn't you hear
No. You don't craft them with mats. You craft them with gil, which are earned through challenges. So your existing crafting mats, if you've been hoarding them like I have, don't craft the event stuff.
No, it said so on the purchase tab next to the. It had the crafting mats thing at the top. Like
I'm looking at it. And this is gil.
Yeah, that's a separate tab. You're scrolled down back to the top.
No. Go back to where you were buying the loot box.
Okay, where did you see that?
Down one more.
It has the crafting mat material next to purchase 1.
But yeah.
It says 500 or 1650 crafting mats.
Jesus fucking Christ. Well, that's still an insane amount of crafting mats.
Mm-hmm.
I've never used a crafting mat ever, and I still don't have enough to buy 1 box. Ugh.
They could have gotten you hooked and made you spend money, but they don't care.
God, this is making me like not actively not want to play the game right now. It's so fucking. Oh man, this is so depressing.
Hey, I'm down to play something else. Shit.
This is so depressing and demoralizing. Like I really wanted to give this game a chance and to like it for this event, but oh man, I feel like the event is just not even worth trying for.
Because we all know Jeff has a boner for Final Fantasy VII, and that boner's name is Tifa.
I mean, yes, but I'd have a bigger boner for Final Fantasy VI, but it's like the redheaded stepchild of the Final Fantasy games. They just refuse to remake that one in any.
And that boner's name is Kefka?
And that they just refuse to remake that game in any capacity other than the shitty mobile remake they did.
Did Def have a thing for the insane clown?
Yeah, sure. Even 3 and 4 got remakes on DS. So even though the graphics aren't as good as if they had remade them like they did 7, at least they got full-fledged remakes in some capacity. No remake for 6. Just nothing for 6. It's so fucking. They doing the best one in the series dirty.
Well, let's dip over the top with this one. So just imagine Tifa dressing up as Kefka.
Somebody's been spending time on Rule 34.
No, not really. Just seeing if I could get a reaction.
I'm sure you can make that one of them AI art generators.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, probably. You make anything in those. I've been playing around with those. It's fun to type random shit in there and see what comes out the other end.
You've been going on the AI generator stuff, so you've been doing your Bakumai Mars hentai.
All right, let's roll it again.
Oh wait,
I'm in it now.
I should also explain. Woof, Bakumai Mars was a TV series in the 90s.
Yeah, he doesn't get references. You gotta explain things to him.
What's a reference?
He doesn't even get like popular references that everyone gets. Like, you gonna make a Breaking Bad reference? The most popular television show.
Yeah, no,
of
I
all
never
time.
watched Breaking Bad.
How have you never watched
it?
Breaking Bad?
That just didn't go for me.
I don't know how. I don't know how. I'm honestly.
I've seen Breaking Bad.
Like, my mind's blown right now. Because why have I gotten Jump Master every single game I played? I don't want to be Jump Master. I have. My mind's blown. Breaking Bad is fucking legendary. Like it changed. Like, it's one of those shows that changed what a TV show could be and set new standards. And it's well worth your investment.
That was okay.
Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul. Both
Just
good.
looked at it and went, nah, it's not really my thing.
That's kind of how I felt with Better Call Saul. I'm like, it's not really my thing.
I don't know how. Like, they're both so good.
My brother liked Better Call Saul.
I can't make up my mind which one I liked better. Better Call Saul or Breaking Bad. Probably Better Call Saul because it has more Mike in it, and Mike is by far my favorite character in both those series. I wish Fortnite would do this, though. The ability to emote. First of all, they need Jump Master so you can jump together, and the ability to emote while you're dropping. I do think that's one thing Apex Legends does right here. Okay. Wow, the melee shit. Forgot about that.
What was that in 2008? Yeah, I watched Sanctuary. That was good. The Clone Wars.
Jump and melee.
Yeah, I did that, and it missed. The regular melee hit because it actually like made me dash forward to hit them, and then when I tried to jump to do the jump kick, it looked like my foot should have connected, but I guess I wasn't close enough. Like, it's so hard to judge the distance for the melee.
Ooh, the remake of Knight Rider came out in 2008. That was a good
Terrible.
series run.
Terrible.
No, I quite liked it.
You just lost any credibility you had to recommend shows. You're dead to me.
You're dead to me. Oh no.
Eli Stone, 2008. Yeah, that wasn't a bad 2-season run.
All right, let's test where let's test your credibility to recommend shows and where you're at here. You know, like whether or not Ozzy has good taste. I'll start with the basic question everyone knows the answer to, and we'll see if you give the correct answer. British Office or American Office?
Haven't even watched either one of them.
Kill yourself.
I've heard the American one is better than the British.
Of course it's better. It got 9 seasons for a reason. British one got canceled after 3.
However, apparently I also heard that they tried to make a American IT crowd, and that failed miserably.
Yeah. Parks and Rec?
Again, haven't seen it. I never got into this mockumentary stuff.
Yeah, Parks and Rec's not mockumentary. It's just a comedy.
It started out.
First, they did it for 1 season and dropped that immediately. As they were basically trying to make The Office 2.0 and it wasn't working, and they quickly pivoted away from that and decided to do their own thing, which was a really good decision because it worked so much better as its own thing.
Okay, what was 2009?
Let's see. What other like genre-defining shows that everyone agrees are good can we run by Ozzy for him to tell us, no, I don't like them because I'm a hipster and I don't like things that are popular. I'm too cool for popular things. It's no Parks and Rec. No No. Oh, this is
Ooh, Better Off Ted was 2009. That's a good series. Even though it only lasted one season.
Oh my god, like I can't even get a weapon. Why do these guys keep landing at these hotspots? We're just dying instantly over and over. Alright, alright, how about The Walking Dead?
Never got into the whole
again genre defining show.
Yeah, I didn't like The Walking Dead either.
Makes it.
And I gave it multiple seasons. I should not have to give it 4+ seasons.
These are shows that make history. Trying to go with ones that aren't just like superhero or like whatever the current trend is, but shows that have like withstood the test of time and been, you know, broke records and made TV history kind of shows. And so far, every show that's made TV history broke records, became internet memes, and, you know, part of pop culture. Ozzy hasn't even watched. Archer?
Yeah, I got into that for a bit. I think I dropped off around where they went to Miami.
I can kind of forgive you
and started doing.
I can kind of forgive you during the I can kind of forgive you during the Miami arc, and then the season, like the Miami season and the one immediately after that, where they go to space, or they start doing this weird like parody seasons. Those 2 seasons were done during a writer's strike, so they were kind of, which the writer's strike is usually what ends up being the death of a show, like Heroes. Heroes was good up until that 3rd season, because that 3rd season.
Season 1 is all I really saw.
Season 2 is good, and Season 3 was done during a writer's strike, and they went so far off the rails, Season 3, it got the show canceled. So the writer's strike killed that show.
No, what really killed that show is they should have left it at 1 season.
No, Season 2 was good. You can't say that if you didn't see the other seasons. Like, you can't say I only watched season 1, but they should have stopped there. If you didn't see the other seasons, like you can't say that. Anyway. You can't judge the other seasons if you didn't see them. Oh, okay. Well, you heard wrong. Season 2 is good. Everyone, the general consensus from everything I've heard, and most people tend to agree, is that season 1's really good. Season 2 isn't as good as 1, but still good. Season 3 goes completely off the fucking rails because writer strike, and then the show got canceled. It's the writer strike, like it says it on the Wikipedia. Like, everybody tends to agree the writer strike straight up murdered that show, and yeah, it did. And then they tried to bring it back, and that was also terrible. But because they brought it back with like no returning characters, but the one character no one liked, so that was just a terrible idea. Heroes was great up until the writer strike. Writer strike happened like end of season 2. Because they came in, the writers decided, even though season 2 was already written, the writers' strike happened and the new people came in and decided they wanted to change some stuff at the end of season 2 to lead into whatever their plot was for season 3, which was terrible. So they kind of ruined the ending to season 2, and all of season 3 was just bad. So.
Okay, let's see. Well, let's go from the 2000s and see what I've seen. Digimon, of course. Yu-Gi-Oh, of course.
I'm also trying to pick stuff that's not franchises. Yeah.
Jackie Chan Adventures. Yeah. I saw a little bit of it, never got into it. Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Like I'm also
seen a little bit.
I'm also trying to pick stuff that's not like franchises, but stuff that like holds that's their own thing. The shows that are their own thing.
I've just pulled up a thing of series that started in a specific year, just going through each one, like, okay, what have I seen, what happened?
Always Sunny in Philadelphia?
I've been watching that with the other guys that I chat with, and yeah, it's alright.
Yeah,
Not a big fan, but it's mindless entertainment.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Specifically
you
on
understand.
the
It's a
mindless
syndicated.
part.
It's a syndicated show, so you take it for what it is. It's a show where, like Family Guy, you can pop in and watch any individual episode, and you're fine. You don't have to watch a specific episode. You know, you don't have to watch them in order. You can just watch any random episode, and it's fine. And each episode's its own thing, and it's very make fun of pop culture kind of show. Like every episode makes fun of something, and that's the show.
Okay, let's
Like
see.
they're making fun of society, or
2002
they're making fun of whatever.
2001 series. Let's see. Smallville, I've seen. Enterprise, I've seen.
Like I said, I'm trying to avoid ones that are from existing franchises or have existing fan bases. Just shows that are their own thing, and then built an audience off
Alias?
being their own thing.
Alias from 2001? Yeah, I think I watched the first 2 seasons of that.
I'm trying to think of other
Scrubs.
ones that were like that had just like became so good that it didn't need to rely on an existing franchise to become popular.
Here's probably one that you might have heard of, but I guarantee Wolf's never gonna heard of this, and it's gonna be like, is that really a series? Mutant X.
Heard of it, I haven't seen it.
It's a live-action X-Men series that's not X-Men.
Yeah, I know what it is, but I've
Yeah.
never watched it.
It was.
Oh my god. Yep. Okay. Yeah, I can't.
Do you know what?
I'm done. I'm done with this game. I can't. I tried again.
Do you know what Asylum movie?
It's just terrible. These guns feel like ass.
What movies?
Asylum movies?
I don't understand the. I can't understand the fucking appeal of this game. These guns feel like fucking ass.
Is that like a series or like?
No,
just the
there's
genre of
a
Asylum
And
movie?
immediately uninstall again because it's just not worth playing.
There's a film. Let's just put this in inverted commas. Company that do movies very loosely around things that are popular at a time. So when the Iron Man movie came out, they also made a very similar movie. I can't remember what it's called, Steel Suit or something like that. But it's very B grade and very bad acting.
Oh. They're bargain bin movie makers. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Mutant X was an equivalent asylum of X-Men. But
Weird.
actually, Mutant X was actually somewhat decent. Okay, let's see. 6 Feet Under. I've heard of it, never really got into it.
All right. What about trying to think of like again legendary shows that made history. What about Twin Peaks?
No, never got into Twin Peaks. When was that? That was back in the mid-90s, I think.
So the original run was late 90s, early 2000s. And the sequel run was a couple of years ago, not too long ago. And it was also good. And then the movie was somewhere in between, like 2010. 2008, 2010 range. So it's had a persistent fan base since the 90s for a reason. But again, these are all shows that made history and have withstood the test of time. And what we've learned from this conversation, ladies and gentlemen, what the takeaway here is that not only are Australians bad at spelling and butchering the English language, they have horrible, horrible taste in media. Just god awful.
No.
Just
disappointing.
As they would say, rubbish. It's absolutely terrible.
The rubbish.
Only real thing of note I can see in this list from 2002 is Firefly. There's also CSI Miami, which I've seen a few seasons of, but never actually dedicated to sit down and watch the entire thing. ...2003... TMNT, of course.
Yeah, like I said
the
again, I'm
best season.
Okay, I'm trying to think of other shows that had good runs that didn't rely on an existing franchise to have a fan base.
The OC. I watched the first 2 seasons of that.
Never heard of it.
The OC.
No.
You've never heard of the OC?
No. Is this like a Australian thing?
No. American TV series.
Never heard of it.
What was his name? I'm quite sure it's a series Sassy would have watched.
Maybe not. I don't know. She doesn't have your typical... If it's some girly show, she doesn't have her typical girly show.
Yeah, it's a series that gave the world Misha Barton.
I don't know who that is.
Okay, who else was in this?
It's so funny to hear it from the other side.
Yeah, see? Now you know what it sounds like when we deal with you. Never heard of it. What are you talking about?
Misha Barton, Adam Brody, Rachel Bilson.
Nope, and nope.
Ben McKenzie.
No.
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 Did you watch the Gotham series?
No.
No. Okay.
If you're talking about CW shows, I avoid that entire fucking network like the plague because it's ass.
Yeah, well, I'm not sure if it was on the CW, but the OC was like one of the original that style shows.
Ass, basically. Ass. Ass! Yeah, no, that's bad. Like, anytime I see the CW logo on the side of something, I'm like, no, I can't. Because they all have that general, this is for teenage girls vibe to them. Like, it's that style of writing and drama that I can't get into. And I've tried. Even the shows that people said was good. I saw, like, 3 episodes of Gotham, and I was like, this is fucking terrible. I agree. I saw, like, the first season of Arrow, because everyone's like, and I was like, no.
Oh, I liked Arrow.
Nope. It's that style of writing that I'm like, this feels like you're making drama out of things that shouldn't be dramatic, and it feels like teenage girl fan fiction, like the way a teenage girl would tell a story, where they add details that shouldn't be added, and they over dramatize everything. Like, it's that stuff that appeals to that crowd, and I'm like, I don't like this style of writing. No. And they said, no. Well, it turns into a different show by the end, and watch the Flash. Okay, watch the Flash. And to its credit, I didn't absolutely hate the Flash. I do think he is the best portrayal of Barry Allen we've seen. Fuck you, Ezra Miller. But it still had that style of writing to it. It wasn't as heavy-handed as the other one. I could stomach that one, but it still wasn't what I'd consider good writing.
Okay, 2004, we have some good listings here. Stargate Atlantis, of course. Battlestar Galactica.
Yeah. All existing franchises. Going with new shows.
Boston Legal.
Okay, Mike, if I pull up, let me get on.
House also came out 2004.
Yeah, House is good. House
that
is
was
good.
also
Okay, here
good
we
for
go.
about. I think I've seen 2 seasons. The first 2 seasons.
Let's go. What about Dexter? Dexter's another one of those that's good.
I think I've watched the first season.
Let's just go. Let's see. Just gonna search for shows that came out around that time. The ones that are considered legendary and really good. Like, okay, come on, Sopranos.
No, I never got into.
It's been memed to death for a reason. Come on.
Yeah, I know of it. Just never got into watching it.
Okay,
Dude,
The Wire.
2004. No, I never got
These
into
are shows that inspired other shows. Like that good, of course, Breaking Bad. Let's see, what else? Trying to go.
2004 Dragon Booster. That was good for 2 seasons.
Prison Break.
3 seasons.
Prison Break.
Prison Break. No.
Oh God.
And I heard it went downhill after they got out of the prison. So
yeah, it did. They kind of just recycled the plot. Like that's a show I'd forgive you if you were like watch one season, because that first season is amazing, and then they get out of prison only to get arrested and go to prison in a foreign country and have to do it again. So it's basically just yeah. I mean, the name of the show is Prison Break. If they're not in prison, you don't have a show. So that should have been a one and done show. No, I'll give it to you.
Numbers I've seen a little bit of. I'm up to 2005.
Blacklist?
I've been meaning to. I've just never got around it. I've heard James Spader is brilliant.
You can go ahead and assume that if I'm telling you a show, it's because I think it's good. Good. Like I'm only going to list you the ones that I personally consider good.
I haven't seen it, but it is definitely on my to.
Because there's a lot that like were really popular that I thought were mid. So if I'm listing them here, it means I watched them. They were super popular, and I thought they were good. There were quite a few that were like super popular that I watched, and I was like, I don't fucking get it. I don't get why this is considered good. Like I tried to get into Justified. That one's one of those ones that like everybody says is so good, and I'm like, eh. I thought it was mid. Lost was another one that I thought was meh.
Yeah.
But everyone got into.
Surface cancelled too soon.
Another one of those that had a really good first season, and then I felt kind of wasn't as good after that was Leverage. Did you ever watch Leverage?
No.
Leverage is really, really good. Like, watch one season. It's a really good one season, be one and done kind of show. Because it's the same problem that Prison Break had, where it was a good premise for one season, and then they just keep recycling that premise for every subsequent season, so it's not as good. So, premises, and I think this is probably where the trope started. Premises, FBI agent is trying to catch a criminal, and he. You know, it's a really high-profile criminal, and he does the whole best way to get inside the mind of a criminal and to catch a criminal is with a criminal. So he goes and like offers a deal to a bunch of criminals that are in jail, each one having a special talent, and like assembles this team of criminals to catch this guy, and that they catch him by the end of the first season. That's why first season's great, and then they just keep recycling that plot over and over again for every subsequent season. So you watch it for the first season, but it's kind of like an Avengers team kind of thing. Like each one has their specialty, and that's where you get the trope of this is the computer guy, and this is the one who can crack into safes or do this. Yeah, it's that, but done well. It was that before that became popular. Oh, okay. 24. I remember my dad and little brother being obsessed with that one when I was.
I've seen all bits and pieces of it. Never.
That's one of those shows that got like memed to death because it's that good.
2006, Eureka. I've seen all of that. That's good.
Hadn't seen that one.
Eureka. Oh, definitely should.
Heard of it, ain't seen it.
30 Rock. I've seen bits and pieces.
Yeah, 30 Rock is hit or miss.
BBC's Robin Hood. That was a good first season.
House is another one of those where it's hit or miss, and the whole I feel like it fell off after a while. I can't remember what season it fell off. But then you realize, like, House's entire job is fictional. Like, it doesn't exist in hospitals. There's not a guy who does what he does. Like, his job isn't a real job. Castle?
Castle, yeah, I've seen
Nathan Fillion?
I've seen bits and pieces. I think I've seen like the first 2 seasons.
Psych.
Straight out, but
Psych was a good one. I watched the shit out of.
I think I've seen a bit of it.
I really like the premise to that one. I really like the premise of that one, and they didn't do the thing of, well, let's just recycle this for every season. They actually like build upon the characters with it. Like, the first season's good, but it does get better as it goes, which is what you want your show to do. But it's a really good premise and a really good first season, and it goes from there. It's pretty good.
Up to 2007, we have Chuck. I've seen all of Chuck.
Chuck was good. I agree with that. West Wing?
Yeah, I've seen bits and pieces of it.
West Wing's good.
My sister really loves the West Wing.
What else was really good that I spent too much time watching when I was younger that defined television? I think we've talked about that one before. I think you said you've seen Being Human.
No, I know it's originally British, and then they brought it over to the US.
Yeah,
it's one of those ones that
it's another one of those
actually worked out.
Yeah, where the American version was better. Yeah, it's another one of those. It was good. If you like Supernatural, then you'd like Being Human. It's got that same tone and vibe to it.
Yeah, I don't think I've got up to the.
It's a ghost. It's a ghost, werewolf, and a vampire, all trying to be roommates and just live in the same house and try to hide the fact that they're a werewolf, a ghost, and a vampire. Pretty good premise for a show.
Also, 2007, the British series Primeval. That was good.
Heard of it, haven't seen it.
Quite good, actually. Except it's one of those series that got cancelled before they resolved.
So one of them that was really good but ended up getting cancelled because the lead actor died. Did you ever see Spartacus?
No, heard of it, but
Spartacus is good. Watch the first 2 seasons because they have that guy as the lead character, and then the actor that played the lead character died of cancer, and then they tried to do a 3rd season with a new guy cast in the role, and he just wasn't very good. It just wasn't the same. I mean, not really anything they can do about it. That's not bad writing or anything. You can't help when your actor dies. It's kind of the same struggle Marvel's having with Black Panther right now, where all their plans got fucked because he died. To their credit, they're not trying to recast him because they know that doesn't work. People find it disrespectful to recast a dead actor, especially so soon after his death. You can do it for a reboot, but for this run of it, you have to write around that. Because when you try to recast a guy that just died, people can't shake the fact that he's playing a dead guy, and it never works. So Marvel's at least smart enough to know that and to not try that. But I heard that the sequel. I haven't seen the sequel to Black Panther, but I heard the sequel's not as good. And I know that wasn't their original plan. They didn't want to have to. Obviously, they didn't want to have to do a new Black Panther so soon after the first one. They didn't want to have to pivot the story away from having T'Challa as Black Panther. Now they have to make a completely new Black Panther. And I mean, they did what the comics did. They went with his sister, but they kind of had to fast track that plot line, and it feels forced when you got to do it so fast. But they didn't really have a choice because he died. So what are you gonna
do? 2010 Transformers Prime, one of the best adaptations of the Transformers since the original. And possibly one of the best Megatron story arcs. Period.
I don't know. I kind of like when shows don't go for too long, like when they know when to end, and they end at the right moment.
Yeah, Transformers Prime actually
Supernatural is
3 seasons.
Supernatural is one of those shows that after a while it feels like they're just forcing it to keep going because it's too popular to die. Because it's got really good 5 or 6 seasons. It's got a really good couple seasons, and then it felt like they ran out of ideas for a while, and then they found their footing again, and then it had a good couple seasons later, and then it did the same thing where the plot just became so ridiculous it became hard to follow, and so much ridiculous stuff had happened it became unbelievable.
When did I drop off
Supernatural? I mean, I've seen it all. I'm the kind of guy who will stick with something just to see it through.
Season 9, I think I dropped off.
Like, a show has to
the
get...
Leviathan thing.
It got better again after that. It was bad after that for a season or two and after the Leviathans thing. When they finally establish a new villain after the Leviathans and they start to flesh out the plot, it starts to get better again. They start to do less of the overarching plot episodes and start doing more of those self-contained episodes that are really good, like the ones where they just... I always thought that the show should just stick with that framing device after the Leviathans. I thought that's what they should do. I didn't even think it should got to the Leviathans thing. Like, I thought after a while, like after they go to hell and they, after caging the devil, I was like, this is where we should end the season-long plotline thing. And we should just go with the, hey, these guys are hunters. Each episode should be its own thing, so you don't have to watch them all in order. And this episode, they're going to hunt this thing. And this episode, they're going to hunt this thing. And each one be their own thing. They go to hunt, kind of like Star Trek, where they go on an adventure. The adventure resolves by the end of the episode. And then there's a loose plot that connects them all, but not much. I thought that it would be a show better suited for that. But they were just obsessed with doing those overarching plot episodes. When they finally started to drop those after a while, it got better those last couple seasons. But I'm the type of guy that I don't completely say nope to a show unless it's really bad at first. But once I'm invested in it, I've seen a whole season or two of a show. I don't want to stop unless it gets really, really bad. Like, I'll try to see it through till the end. Yeah, because there's a few shows I've watched that, like Walking Dead's one of them. Like, those first 2 seasons are great. The first season's really good. The second season's the one the one that's mid, because they spent way too fucking long on that farm. But if you see it through past season 2, it starts to get good again at season 3. Season 3 is another one of those where they drug that story arc out for 2 seasons when it should have been done in 1. So that's why season 3 and 4 feel like they drag. After that, it starts getting good. 5, 6, 7 good seasons. The climax to 6 and the introduction of Negan in 7, that is the high point of that show. Like, season 6 and 7, I'd say, are the 2 best seasons of that show. It got really good toward the end of season 5. All of season 6 is good. And the introduction, like first half of season 7 is really good, and then it starts to die off after that. And kind of doesn't get bad like it was in season 2 or 3 after that again. But it does get kind of it starts to get kind of routine after a while, because after that, after about midway through season 7, instead of them traveling like they'd been doing since the beginning as this group of survivors, they finally find a place to settle down, and then the show becomes about them establishing and running a community and just defending this place over and over. And they feel less like a group of survivors and more like they're just protecting a town. They found a way to make it work eventually, but there's a couple seasons. It's about a half a season to 1 full season where they're just establishing that as the new status quo, and it doesn't really work as well. Once they establish that and they find a way to make that work, then it gets better again. And then it starts to go off the rails. It starts to go off the rails, and you can tell that they're like scrambling for ideas after the kid who played Carl decided he wanted to quit, and he just said, I'm not doing this anymore. So he quit doing the show, and they had to kill him off. And he was the focal point of the show. He was the main character. So now they're like stuck because they had been following the comic up until that point pretty well, like an alternate version of the comic basically, and they'd been doing really good. But the comic is about Carl. It's Carl's comic. It's not about Rick. There's a point in the comic where the Carl grows up and then Carl becomes the main character and Rick becomes a background character. And they were setting up the show to do that, and then they had to like try to scramble to figure out a way to fix that because Carl fucking quit. Again, another one of those things that's like out of their control. You do what you can, and that's the risk. That's the risk you run when you let a show go for too long, is that it gets to a point where you risk losing actors, you risk losing stuff. So,
2011, seen the first season and only season of Terra Nova. Falling Skies, I've seen the first 3 seasons. That was alright. Actually, have you seen Falling Skies? Falling Skies?
No. Oh my god, the Razor Synapse app is terrible!
To some degrees, a alien invasion movie of The Walking Dead.
I love their hardware, but their software is shit! It never fucking opens. Like, I can't ever adjust my fucking mouse without fully restarting my fucking computer. Because their app just immediately shits the bed after it loads the software. Every fucking time. If I use my computer for longer than an hour, this app will shit the bed. And it's... Mouse still works, but I can't change any settings or change anything about it without restarting my fucking computer. And I just want to change my DPI setting right now. I just want to check it. I just want to see what it is. Fucking hate Razor's Synapse. I fucking hate their software. Like, I've never hated a company's software as much as I do theirs. Even just...
Season 11, 2011, this is when they started getting into the Teen Titans Go style of cartoon.
I fucking hate Teen Titans Go. Okay, completely restart the service. Never hated a piece of software as much as I hate this. There.
Okay, let's see.
That's all I want.
2012.
Oh
Arrow.
no.
Watched.
Why in the actual fuck is there an update for this app every time I start it? Like, how have you updated this app this much and it still sucked this bad? And you're going to do it while I have a game open. Your devices may not function during the update. And you're going to do that while I'm playing the game. Good job, Razor. I don't know who your fucking dev team is that creates this shit. Fire them. Told you, I don't like to attack devs unless I got a good reason. I got a good reason. The app sucks. This isn't management. This is bad programming. Fire your dev team. Hire a new one. It's fucking 2024. It should not be this hard. Make an app that gives full functionality over the oldest pieces of equipment on a computer. A keyboard and mouse. It should not be struggling to make these things work. For fuck's sake. Okay. Oh, and okay, we're still. Oh, you're still loading. You're still loading. At least get. Okay, there we go. I can at least see my DPI now. Yes, my DPI. My DPI back. All right. All right. I was doing an adventure mode thing here. Let's do some. Let's do some Remnant 2.
Green Lantern animated series. best animated series from DC since the Justice League in the 90s.
Yeah, I remember that one. It was good. It was good.
It was good.
I think I need to turn that sensitivity down just a wee bit.
I think that came out a year before Young Justice, which set the new bar.
Where's the?
And then they cancelled it.
Sensitivity options? Are there no Here there is. Let's drop that down to about.
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. in 2013. I've seen all of that.
Hated it.
No, I quite liked it. Fitz and Simmons were my favorite.
Absolutely hated it. I think that applies to controller and not keyboard and mouse.
Avengers Assemble. Yeah, the worst thing about that is they cancelled Earth's Mightiest Heroes for it.
Oh my god, I don't like their options for keyboard and mouse here. Feel like it should be. Okay, well now it feels better. Huh, it's weird. First tabbed out of the game, it seemed like it didn't save it. Alright. Go back to exploring this, because this is what I was doing before I lost power the other day. I'm trying to think about and recommend shows that like people wouldn't know anything about unless you watch the show. You cannot watch a Green Lantern show and know what it's about, because obviously you know what Green Lantern is. Same thing with Superman and Gotham and shows like that. That's why I haven't mentioned Smallville or Gotham or shows like that, because those are shows that like everybody already knows what they are even before they watch the show. You wouldn't know what Supernatural was if you hadn't watched the show. It's an original IP. So that's what I'm going with. I'm going with shows that are original. And made a huge difference. You know, like changed the landscape of television and forged their own path. Like you wouldn't know what Archer was if you hadn't watched Archer. It's a completely original thing. Same thing with Heroes and Lost and shows like that. I'm in Remnant too if you want to join, Waffle. Trying out the adventure mode stuff for a little while. By the way, you can stop your download of Apex. I uninstalled it. Just immediately.
Yeah, I did.
Because, oh my god, I tried, and even if I was, the event ruined it for me. Even if I was going to say, okay, I'll power through the gameplay I don't like in order to get to the stuff I do like, and I can't even earn anything from playing the game in this event without spending $800 fucking dollars. Like, I can't even enjoy the event stuff because the event stuff is so poorly monetized that it just made me like not care. And you've got to fuck up pretty hardcore to make me not care about a Final Fantasy crossover. Congratulations, Apex, you did it. You made me not care.
I don't have to uninstall something and or install it to my PC.
Yeah, I wanted to like the game, I really did. But it's just, maybe I'd like it better with controller with aim assist, because aiming with a keyboard and mouse feels fucking god-awful in that game. Just the guns, man. I'm pointing them at things and I'm shooting and I'm not getting any damage markers whatsoever. I have to shoot next to stuff. Like, unless it's standing still, I can't shoot directly at it. And that feels god-awful for how guns work. I don't understand how that game even became as popular as it is. I really don't. In no game I've ever played does it feel like that ever. That is the only game I've ever played that has that feel to it. And I don't even want to blame the devs, because the devs that made the game made the finals, and the finals feels fine. So, whatever. Whatever! I'm nowhere fucking near this thing! Whatever, I rolled.
Uh, 2014.
Oh my god, that shockwave is way too fucking... Jesus, the AoE on that is ridiculous. Just let my fucking turret kill you. Fuck that AoE, god damn. Like, he pounds the ground and it goes for 800 feet in front of him. Like I don't think it's gonna hit, and just that shockwave just keeps going forever.
Yo, Death, look, I got roly-polies.
Oh. You got the summoner class?
Yeah, I got it. Now I'm just leveling it up.
I'm trying to level up the 2 I got before I experiment with some others. I got other classes, I just hadn't bothered to use them yet.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm thinking I might make another character if I want to do like more like experimentation. I kind of like
I got
what
the
my
same
character is.
I got the same stuff with this that I have with Fallout 76. Like, making a new character feels pointless when you can just swap out classes and abilities and stuff on the fly with your existing character. So if you want to start with a new skill set and new everything, you can just do that instantly with your existing character.
If they had a loadout system,
and then you
I'd
wouldn't have
probably
to
be more fine,
and then you wouldn't have to lose any of your gear and stuff. Because if you start over, like, that's what you're losing. You're losing the guns, the gear, like all that work you've done would have to be done over. If all you want to do is try a new class and just swap classes, like, why would you lose your gun levels and, you know, all of the other stuff you've unlocked, all your gear? I feel the same way with Fallout 76. Why start a new character and lose all the guns, all the gear you've gotten when you can just respec? What the fuck is that?
Oh, you didn't find this?
No, again, it never showed me any of this stuff in my game. I got a different version of this one.
Jeff, did you watch Killjoys?
No, never heard of it.
Ah, quite good sci-fi series.
Paxel Tech. I can share my
Oh, yeah,
It-
with you. But first, I seek the knowing, the truth of nature held within your ark. You want to answer? So I will ask. Answer these questions true, sweet beast, so that your ark may be known and your eye may open. And do choose wisely. Answer from your heart.
Okay.
The Quell King comes to you for a boon. A twisted fruit that will slay his enemies. By giving him this, you will end a war that has lasted many years, but you will sentence another to certain death. Do you give the king the means to kill his enemies, or do you send them away and risk war? Fascinating. Your son is tied to the track of a minecart and will surely die unless you pull a switch to save him. However, he pleads with you not to pull the switch, for his daughter, your granddaughter, is tied to the other track. Do you save your son or your granddaughter? Fascinating. You are part of a group of druids who have been taken hostage by a warlord. One of the
Jesus, what's with all the moral quandaries?
comes to your charms and says he will help you escape. However, the others must be left behind to die, though all have done nothing. Do you abandon your fellow hostages, or do you face death together? I see. You have fallen madly in love with an immortal. Your love for them is so strong, you know them to be your destiny. To be with them, you may eat from the tree of life and become immortal as well. But your family and everyone else you care for cannot partake. They must grow old and eventually die. Do you abandon your mortal family, or live out your days without your one true love? Fascinating. Your child has taken up a dangerous game.
How many of these do I gotta do?
Wild beast for their amusement. If they continue, they will almost certainly get hurt, though they will learn much if they are not killed. Do you stop them or let them learn from their own mistakes? Oh, what fun this is! You have chosen your path, sweet beast. Your will is strong. The fire of the Ravager's eye glows within you.
All that for a new trait? I wonder what the trait is if you had answered the question differently.
Is
what
there
trait did you
anything
get?
else you wish to know of me?
I'll have to look in a second.
Or our wonderful world, perhaps.
Blood something.
Well, I didn't have that before. I think I had
This has been just
one called
a
Bloodstream
lovely
instead.
distraction.
I got Bloodstream. No. God damn it. I can't remember which one it was. Bloodstream? No, Blood Bond's the one I already had. Yeah, it must be Bloodstream. I feel like I already had this one, though. It increases gray health regen.
I think you had Blood Bond. Or I think I got...
Yeah, Blood Bond I know I had before because it's maxed out. I've maxed it out. Alright, got a stone here. This is adventure mode.
There's 2 side dungeons over along that path over there.
Yeah. We'll go do them.
There's one over here, and then there's one to the left.
We'll go to the left
It's
first.
also, it's also one of those, things that if we find a blood moon, you can spend the currency and get the summoner.
Yeah, I see it. Oh, this isn't a side dungeon. This is the way we're supposed to go.
Oh, well, the other one's a side dungeon. Sorry.
Yeah, we'll go do the side dungeon.
Obviously, there's more side dungeons the other way probably as well. So that was not the only way forward.
Yeah, this is side dungeon.
By the way, I sent you around when you started that rant in the stream.
Yeah, I saw. Appreciate it. I use my weekend to try to create content because it's the only time I get the chance to. Actually pull up editing software and actually edit some clips. It takes so much time to do. I'm so far behind on it now too. Back before we go any further, I'm gonna stop right here. Take a quick break. I'll be right back. You guys can entertain the stream with your witty banter.
With our musings? Oh, yes. Our musings. Such musings.
Yeah, just looking through what came out in the last couple of years and what have I watched, what hasn't.
So, you know, it's just hard.
Or should have been a one-season show. Yeah, which is why I'd probably say I'd recommend Primeval to you. It's got a pretty decent premise, but it does also fall in another little trapping of yours that you hate. Time travel. Oh, this isn't really time travel for them. Basically, the premise for Primeval is or breaks or portals or whatever you want to refer to the anomalies as popping up through, and creatures are coming through into the modern era,
So
and basically they have to get them back without, yeah. Yeah, Primer, I think it's called. Two engineering guys make a time travel machine, and basically, as things go on, more and more problems pop up. I can't remember offhand, but I've heard of it, and I've heard it's like, yeah, this is the they go back in time. Oh, this is a movie as well.
Okay, so let me get back to my PC so everybody can hear. So, and before we continue on the game, I'm going to take so the movie I'm thinking about, I can't remember the name of it. I saw it on Red Letter Media, and they said it was good, and I tend to agree with their recommendations, so I want to watch it now. But it was one of those, like, movies that flew under the radar. It was like a Netflix or Hulu or whatever exclusive movie. It never went to theaters or whatnot, but it was done really well. Where it tries to take a realistic approach, like, what if time travel were actually possible? What if it were realistic? So the idea is they create a time travel machine, but this time travel machine can only go backwards in time, can't go forwards because that part of time hasn't been written yet. And B, they can only send back in time a singular particle. So you can't send a person back. You can't send back anything big. Basically, a particle so small that it's, because you would have to move faster than the speed of light. Like in reality, for time travel to work, you would have to move faster than the speed of light to basically bend space-time. And any object at all that has mass physically can't do that without some sort of, shenanigans like the Time Force or some made-up bullshit. In reality, nothing with mass would be able to move faster than the speed of light, because the speed of light is weightless. It's like, it's physically impossible. So they figure out they can send back a singular particle that is so small, it's essentially weightless. It's smaller than a light particle. So they learn that they can send this particle back in time, which sounds inconsequential, but then they realize that they can, like, specifically, they get to the point where they can pinpoint not just a place in time for the particle to travel to or stop, but a specific point, like a specific place. So they start to use it, and they've learned that if they send that particle back in time and it collides with a living thing, the living thing it collides with, like, dies. Like, it just breaks down its cellular structure and it basically just implodes. So they start to use this as like a way to snipe figures from the past to try to change history. So it's like having a time travel sniper rifle, where the bullets you travel shoot things in the past. And that's the that's the premise. And apparently it takes a lot of energy and a lot of fuel to make it work, so they can't just do it over and over again. They can only do it like a few times. And the first couple of times they do it is experimenting, trying to make it work. And when they finally realize that we can make it go to a specific point and a specific place and, stop at a specific, we can, pinpoint its location and make it stop exactly where we want it to. Once they get to that point, they basically they can only do it once. And then the question becomes, what do you use it on? And that's the premise for the show. Like, what do you use it on? Do you kill Hitler? You go back further? What do you use this time traveling particle to kill? Because you can only do it once. Like, it takes so much energy that they can only do it once. What do you do with it? As far as what the answer is, I don't know. I hadn't seen the movie yet, but that's the premise.
Yeah, I can't find anything on it.
I can't remember the name of it. I have to look up the Red Letter Media video I watched. But they did a review on it. And that's the only time I've heard time travel done. And that's why it fascinated me, because it's the only time I've heard time travel done in a movie or television show that is actually realistic, that sounds like it may actually be possible. The part that I don't know about is what happens after. So that's what I want to watch the movie for, to see how they handle the what happens after. The actual time travel part does sound plausible. You could send a particle back in time if it were small enough, probably, if you learned how to control it and how to make it move that fast and blah, 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 if you could learn the physics behind it. The question is what happens after. If you can send that particle back, it collide with something that's alive and break down its cellular structure and kill it. What would happen if you sent a particle back in time to kill Hitler? In reality, what would actually happen? Would the timeline you're in change? Would it change the world around you? Would you even notice the change?
It would branch.
Would it branch? Yeah, but that's the thing is, are you sure? Because we don't know. The real life, let's remove ourselves from fiction and Marvel and, all the other make-believe bullshit, and let's go what would really happen. And the truth is, we don't fucking know. So I'm curious to see, which route the movie thinks would happen. Because truth is, we don't know. We don't know if it would change the timeline you're in and change things around you. Does time only move in one direction and it's all connected? Or would it create branching timelines? In which case, how many branching timelines are there already? There's so many questions that pop up after that. Because it could move in one direction. And time is a flat line. And then you go, well, how would that work? Well, that would mean that the particle that killed Hitler was always the way that Hitler died. He didn't kill himself. And that point in time where they send it back was always meant to happen. And then the world changed after that point. And that was always the way history played out. is that you were meant to send that particle back in time. You were meant to kill him, and the world around you was meant to change at this point in time always. In which case, the changing of the world around you because you sent it back in time was part of the timeline you're in. It was just meant to happen. There's one route you could take. Or you could do the branching timeline things. I mean, there's a number of different answers to that question. All of which are theoretically plausible.
Not good.
Oh, shit, what the fuck is happening?
You.
The fuck is
I
happening?
didn't expect that to kill you.
Thanks.
It only does like 5 damage to you as well. Like, it's doing way more to the monsters. Yeah, I was like, that's weird.
Yeah, I put a bunch of points into the perk that reduces friendly fire, so I take 80% reduced damage, but I still take damage.
I mean, yeah.
That perk seemed necessary. Okay. Okay. All right, let's go.
I've never seen anything like this.
I'll have to look it up. I can't remember what the name of it was, but it was one of those like indie movies. Like it's not done by a major studio, and I tend to keep track of those indie movies and stuff. I get fascinated by them because indie movies are usually willing to be creative because that's how they become popular, is because they have to do something out of the norm in order to get attention. If they do stuff that like big movie studios are doing, where they don't have the budget to do it as well as a big studio would, so why would people watch theirs? They end up feeling like asylum movies if you do something that's already been done 100 times on a lower budget. And people, you know, they either watch your movie to make fun of it, or it doesn't become popular. So, when indie movies usually become popular and take off, it's because they did something so unique and out of the ordinary that the only place you'd be able to see that, or the only filmmakers willing to take a risk on something that new and wild, is an indie movie. And that's where you get stuff like this.
Okay, this is it.
Or stuff like The Witch. Or that movie about the family that gave birth to a goat. Like a half goat, half human baby. It was weird. I watch weird shit sometimes. Just because the premise sounds... The premise makes me go, well, where else am I going to see this? And then I'm like, I'll try it. Yeah, there was that movie that gave birth to a baby who was like half baby, half goat. And then after they gave birth to the goat baby, this goat appeared on their lawn and just won't leave. They end up like getting stalked by this goat. Yeah, it's weird. One of those weird indie movies. I think it's French.
Yeah, that would be something the French would make.
Well, if you haven't seen it,
I watched the trailers for it. I hadn't seen it, but I'm pretty sure the goat was like a god or something that impregnated the woman, and it took the form of a goat. Oh, fuck! I'm getting one-shotted. Let me go! Oh, my God. Fuck. I've never had one of them do that to me before.
Actually, going back to...
yeah, they can one-shot you. I forgot about that.
1996, a good series that I have seen there, The Pretender.
Oh yeah, that's good. Yeah, I've seen that one.
That is good.
I really wanted them to make a TV show. I wanted them to take the plot to old original Xbox game, Advent Rising. I wanted them to take the plot to that game and just make it into a television show or a movie. Because it's got a really good plot. And I was really digging it. The game was average, gameplay-wise,
But the plot was why you played. You played that game for the story, and the story was really good. But the game had the worst marketing team on the fucking planet. Because their marketing was...
I've never heard of this one.
You've never heard of this game?
Yeah, I'm looking it up now.
Look it up. It's pretty good. It had an all-star voice cast for the time. Like, 2 or 3 of the cast members were also, like, actors in the show Boy Meets World, back when that show was popular. So it had, like, Hollywood-level voice acting. The plot was written by an established sci-fi writer who was already award-winning, so it had a really good plot, had really good voice acting. Like, the story was why you played the game, and it was intended to be a trilogy. But after the first game came out, because they were going to make a trilogy, the first game literally ends on a cliffhanger, like a to-be-continued, my name is Earl style cliffhanger. They had planned to do a trilogy, but after the first game came out, they did this marketing push for the first game that bankrupted the company. So they never got to make the other 2 games. It was the dumbest marketing campaign ever. And I can't believe it got greenlit. Like, this was doomed to fail. This would fail now, and our technology is better now. Our laws are better now. But at the time, it was really dumb.
Wait, hold up, back up.
What do they do?
Mr. and Mrs. Smith was a TV series?
Yes. So, what they did was, and they put it on the front of every... I was working at GameStop at the time that this came out, and I was like, oh, this is going to be bad. I was like, I hope they've got, like, all their legal shit in order, because there's no way they can afford this if this goes south. They put a contest out for the game at launch within a certain time window. It was a contest where they had hidden 16 items in the game in very hard to find places. And this was before the internet, so, you know, in order to get the game, you had to have a physical copy of it. Or they had internet, but like digital games weren't a thing. So you had to have a physical copy of it, and the game had leaderboards, and they had hidden 16 items in the game. The first player to find all 16 hidden items would win $1 million in cash.
I'm dead.
Yeah, that's the worst fucking spot for that fight to happen. I couldn't move. There was no room to fight right there.
Well, yeah, you died, but why did it say I died?
I don't know what happened to you. I got hit by, like, everything under the sun, and I had no room to dodge. I can't believe that's where that fight happened. Like, every time I die in this game, it's because of just bad design bullshit like that. But they made it so that the first person in the game to find all 16 of these hidden items would win $1 million. And second place would win like $250,000, etc., etc. So this large sum of money in cash, just tax-free. You would be a millionaire for playing this game if you found all those items. So of course, the game sold out immediately. And there became people just obsessively playing this game to try to find the item. And people did. People found the item within the first hour of the game's launch. Found all 16 of the items. The problem is the leaderboards were not coded correctly, so they only calculated down to the second instead of down to the nanosecond. So there were 600 some odd people who found all 16 items within the same amount of time. So the leaderboard had 600 some odd people all listed as finding all 16 items at the exact same time. So legally speaking, you now owed $1 million to 640 some odd people. Because you didn't program your game to calculate down to the millisecond, it calculated down to the second. And this was in a time when internet wasn't as high speed and accurate as it is now. So everyone just happened, like all the leaderboards just updated with all these people already done all at the same time. They of course refused to pay and try to weasel their way out of it. The winners of the game sued. and like a $600 million settlement was made to like end up being distributed amongst all of these players, and that bankrupted the company. It was the absolute dumbest marketing scheme ever. Like, I knew it as soon as I saw it on the box, because we get them about a week before they, you know, go up for sale. So we get to see the box and start, like, we got them in the back room of the store. We just hadn't put them on the shelves yet. And I'm looking at the box and reading the rules for this thing and going, oh my God, what do they do if a bunch of people finish at the same time? Like, that was my first thought immediately. I was like, what do they do if a bunch of people just finish at the same time? And sure enough, that's what happened. And they had a poorly written contract around it too, so they couldn't weasel their way out of it. Like, it was just that's the worst marketing team in history.
Hey, if you don't want this guy running through your game, you might want to kick him.
I mean, it's an adventure mode thing, but yeah.
Another 90 series. Have you
Set it to
seen
friends
Early
only.
Edition?
God damn it. No, I have not. God damn it.
Fuck
off for a minute. What the hell is that?
To a degree, it's time travel, but
Damn it!
it's not.
The hell? God damn! I can't even go into a menu for 2 seconds. Fuck! What the hell is that? There was nothing over here when I came over here. Why is there all this shit behind me? This game's habit of spawning shit behind you has got to stop. I'm done, man. I can't tonight. I'm done. I'm going to bed. This has just fucking killed the experience for me. Because I came and walked over here and there were no enemies anywhere in sight, nothing around me. I'm at a dead end, and I decide I'm just going to stop and go through my settings real quick and kick this guy from the game and talk to you guys. And then, in the time it took me to change the room settings to fucking friends only, 8 things were behind me. I turn around and I'm getting shot in the back by 8 separate things. One of which is a big enemy that one-shots me. This game is 100% spawning shit behind me as a way to keep the game hard, and I fucking hate that. Shit should already be on the map. You can't be Dark Souls with guns and then just like do that shit. Like, Dark Souls has set enemies on set places on the map, and you can. That's the whole point of the game, is to learn the best route and how to deal with the threats, and you know the threats are coming if you've already, it's trial and error. Yeah, you're banging your head against a wall because of the difficulty, but you reach a point, just like with old school video games, where you can memorize the level and you know where the threats are, and now you can get to a point where you feel like you've mastered it because I know this is coming, and you start feeling like you're in the Matrix and you could see the bullets, and now you're dodging shit before it gets to you. You can't do that in this game because it just spawns new shit. I absolutely fucking hate that. It is murdering the game for me. It becomes blatantly obvious when you do something like I just did, where I've run to a dead end. The entire section was clear. The rando had already cleared it out. You had already run past it. I just ran back there to find a safe spot. The whole reason for running down that little path is to hide up in the cut, go through my menu to kick this guy out. And while I'm in the menu, I come out of the menu and there's 8 things in front of me that weren't there before. And there's only one direction they could have came from, and I already ran through that direction and they weren't there. So they're literally just spawning behind me. Which turns the game into a just stay moving game. Because if you stop to do anything, enemies are going to spawn around you. Like, there's no safe place. There's no strategy other than run and gun for the entire fucking game. And that's kind of killing it for me. Ugh. God damn.
It's fun. I don't know.
It is fun. I just hate that that's the only gameplay style. Is run and gun your way through the levels. Because if you stop or you try to explore, you try to do all the stuff that I like about Dark Souls, it's just going to keep spawning enemies around you, even after you've already cleared an area. They're just going to keep coming. Forever. Like, It's impossible to clear an area in this game.
I don't know. Like, that enemy was there before. Like, maybe it's just a roaming party of enemies.
There were five small ones who I was able to kill, and then that one up top. And they weren't there because I jumped down from up there where he was at. I just turn around and there it is.
No, like, remember that fucking hard-ass boss? He was next to, that, like, right where you got attacked at, but, like, that time when we ran over there, he wasn't there.
Yeah, and then suddenly he's there. That's what I'm talking about. Like, it'll do that for the whole game. Suddenly there'll be enemies behind you. I've caught it spawning enemies. I've seen them just come out of the ground when they weren't there before. Like, the game knows you're trying to take a breather and just start spawning shit around you. Usually it's the small shit, so it's a minor annoyance most of the time. But that time it's just and it's random. Like, you can play through the same level twice. And I don't mean like reload the level and play it after you've already beaten it. I mean, like, you can die, respawn, and run through the same area you just died, and it'll have different enemies in it. Which shouldn't happen. Doesn't happen in a game like Dark Souls, because Dark Souls understands that we need to put specific threats in specific places, and if the player dies to them, then next time they run through this area, they're going to know they're there, and they can be prepared for it. So you make a little further progress each time you go, even if you're having difficulty, even if it's super hard, because, like, that's how old school games back in the day used to work. Like, yeah, Mega Man was hard back in the day. NES Mega Man, you die to a trap, you die to a pitfall, but guess what? You respawn, you play the level again, you're going to know it's there. So you get a little further in the level each time you play, because you start memorizing the level. You start memorizing the layout. You start memorizing where the enemies are going to spawn, where the traps are going to be, where blah, blah. And then you start dodging it before it happens, and you start feeling like you're in the Matrix, and you develop this flow, and that's what makes those games so good. Same thing with Contra and all those old school games. And that's what makes Dark Souls good. Is, yeah, it's hard, but it has that feel to it that you'd only get from an old school game like Contra or Mega Man or, Ninja Gaiden. Those old school games where they throw everything at you and it's super hard, but if you can memorize where all the stuff is, you can dodge it before it gets to you, and you can start feeling like you're in the Matrix, like you're untouchable. And you reach that point in Dark Souls, you reach that point in Elden Ring, because you learn that this enemy's going to be here every time. This thing's going to be here every time. And I know it's coming. I can dodge it before it happens, and you feel like you outsmarted the game. I don't get that feeling with Remnant, because the enemies are random. And their spawns are random.
The whole game is random.
No, I don't like that.
I mean, it's the thing that it's doing to be different.
It's already different. Like, that part was unnecessary. The gimmick of being Dark Souls with guns and Diablo-like class system, that's already different. That already makes you different. That hadn't been done before. A Dark Souls game with guns and a Diablo class system, that combination alone sets you apart. You don't need to do the other shit. Like, why are we putting roguelike elements in the game if it's not a roguelike? Like, why are the enemies random spawns? Why are you trying to make each run feel different through a set level? It should just be a set level. The content comes from New Game Plus and making it harder. Like, if you want to do that on a second playthrough, you move shit around. Like, each time you go to a different difficulty, you move shit around, fine. But each time I die in a level and play through it in the same run, it's different? No. That ain't it, Chief. Like I said, most of the time, that's annoyed me in this game since day one. And most of the time, I've been able to ignore it, because it's just been small enemies. So they spawn behind me. I know the game's doing it. I know it's spawning extra stuff around me that wasn't there before. But I can kill it in 2 or 3 shots, so I don't really care. They're like a minor nuisance. It does make it hard to go into my menu, because now I got to find a stone, go back to town, or find a safe spot just to go into my menu to change a setting. And it really irritates me when it's something like that, where I forgot I had randos on so I could fight a boss and I left it on. And then a rando joins my game, and he wants to run ahead and do all my stuff for me. So now I don't know where anything is in the level. He's already unlocked this stuff. Like, I hate people that do that. And now if I want to go into my menu to kick him out so that I can set it back to private, I'm going to die because I had to stand still to do it. So now I'm punished for wanting to get rid of the guy who's ruining my game. Because he's a bad co-op partner, because the game allows him to go in and interact with things that only the host should be able to interact with. He shouldn't be able to talk to my NPCs and advance the dialogue. He shouldn't be able to pick up story items. He shouldn't be able to pick up key items that are only going to go to me anyway. Like, that kind of stuff shouldn't fucking happen, but it lets them do it. And I hate that. I want my experience to be my experience. You're here to help me. When I'm in your world, we'll do it your way. You're in my world right now. This is my game. Don't play my game for me. If I wanted a game that played for me, I'd download one of those shitty clicker mobile games. Let my phone masturbate. Let the game play with itself. Nah, I just ain't feeling it tonight. I needed something more laid back and relaxing tonight after Apex, and I just chose wrong. Remnant won't it. I'll play it again some other time when I'm in the mood, but I just that just irked me. Like, should have played Saints Row. I need to do the DLC for that game. It's the whole reason I played through that shitty story again, was so I could try out the DLC. I beat the story and I hadn't gone back to the game, so I hadn't even gone back to do the thing I set up to do. Been waiting for the wife to catch up. She's been playing the game. And I want to get her thoughts on it after she plays it. Like, I want her to beat the game on her own, play through it, because she's a fresh set of eyes. So we can actually get the new player perspective from a person who has no attachment to the franchise whatsoever. And she's not really played games like that before. She doesn't play Grand Theft Auto. She's never really played an open world game like this. So this is her first. So now we get true first impressions of what a normal person would get out of this game if it was, just judged as its own thing. And see what she thinks. See what she liked, what she didn't like, and how cringe she thinks the story is, because she doesn't have any former Saints Row games in her mind to compare it to, because she'd never even heard of the franchise. So she's not thinking about those old games while she's playing it. She's not thinking about Johnny Gat. She's not thinking about how ridiculous the games used to be. Like, she's got no frame of reference. So she's just judging the game as a game. Which is something we can't do, because as much as I want to judge it as a game, and I keep trying to separate myself from it and judge it as a game, I'm trying to be non-biased toward it and go, does it stand on its own? I think it does to a point, but it's hard for me to not think of those old games, because I can't not remember those things happened.
Alright, Def, well, I'm going to cruise. I'll catch you.
Okay. Yeah, once she beats the game, then we'll do the DLC together. But I want her thoughts on the full game, so I've kind of been taking a break from it to let that happen. For now, though, it is like 3:30 in the morning. I should be getting to bed. It's about that time anyway. Hopefully, I won't have to stay super late tomorrow, although it's been a rough week. But, we can maybe stream a little earlier tomorrow if things go well. I don't know, I'm hoping I think the kids are going to go with their grandparents this weekend, so I should have some extra time to try to catch up on some stuff, do some video editing, do longer streams, that kind of thing. So, I don't know. I'll keep you posted.
All right.
I'm out, man. Night. And as for the rest of you wonderful witches, I want to thank you all for watching. A bit of a weird stream tonight. I don't know. I've been in a weird mood. Not really, in a bad mood, but it's one of those, I'm just, my patience is just gone. I just don't have the patience for stuff. It's a different vibe. So, probably going to call it and go to bed. Hope it didn't ruin the stream for anybody. But if you are new to the stream, there are socials above my head here. I try to do these streams every single night, except for maybe Wednesday. That's usually my busy day at work, so depending on whether or not I worked over that day or not, it'll depend on whether or not I stream. So follow me on Twitter. It'll let you know when I go live. You can watch me on all your favorite platforms, including Twitter itself. The Discord is where the community's at. It's a couple hundred strong, grows every single day. You're going to want to get in on that. And I do, I do viewer call-ins. I do games with viewers and stuff. So you guys get in there, become part of the community, and you can become part of the stream itself. For now, though, I'm going to bed. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you wonderful witches tomorrow night. Have a good night, everybody.